Has wiggle. Got a flu but has this here to make me feel better, Has. Till subscriber brain rot. Now and I'm getting pregnancy cravings, please I need monetary aid. Happy 3-month Hasan smile. Spock. Till the brain rot.
La 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 la, no DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. No DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. No DMCA. No DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. No DMCA. No DMCA. In the Disney animated Pixar movie Cars.
Hit the brakes, I be seeing lots of fakes. Down bitches, you do not have what it takes. Say shit though, I'm just trying to get laid. Bitches watch how I do it, say.
La 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 la, no DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. La 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 la, no DMCA. No DMCA. No. What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live and alive, folks, and I hope all the boys, all the girls, and all the MBs are having a fantastic one because it is Sunday, November 7th, 2021, and it's 11:41 a.m., and I'm a little late, and I apologize. I had some work that I needed to do this day. Some of the work that I needed to do, of course, revolved around working out, baby, let's go. And then others was about trying to make sure the stream was looking tight. I'll just say this really quickly. There's a lot of personal news that I'm going to cover. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news. So someone in the chat said, working out is strategic wiggling. And that's fucking so true. It's just such a true, such a real and true statement. Okay, so it's sussy. Working out is sussy, and it is strategic wiggling. Keck spin, Haas wiggle. Are we going to brunch with liberals today? In a little bit, I think we will be going to brunch with libtards, liberals. Learn more about the importance of liberal theory. Anyway, let me say something. So yesterday, apparently, my stream was just fucking live, and I had no idea. We drove for an hour down to all the way down to Long Beach because I thought in my mind, foolishly that I could dare to create good content outside of the fucking desktop streams. I thought to myself, like, you know, this community deserves more. This community deserves fun. I set it up. I hit up Andrew. I said, Andrew, Complex Con is happening. Let's go down there together. It'll be a lot of fucking fun.
Someone please have sex.
Let's travel down there. Let's go fucking interview people. Andrew's like, hell yeah, I'm down. Okay. Then I hit up my boy Waleed at Market, previously known as Chinatown Market. Okay. And I really wish I could have streamed this, dude. This thing was insane. So many of you are dripped out the fucking wazoo. Okay. First of all, I just got to say, kisses to all of you that were at Complex Con that came up to me. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, people who say that this community does not have fucking drip. This community does not have drip. This community does not have, like, you know, swag, whatever. They're just jealous, dude. Okay? They're just straight up jealous. Yeah, Long Beach does have horrible internet. I thought you would have Wi-Fi. Yeah, I did not. Unfortunately, I was not able to do anything. But goddamn, bro. I mean, there was like 100 people that came up to me at Complex Con. Every single one of you guys was fucking super dripped out. I mean, lots of fashionable HasanAbi heads, to be fair. Anyway, they hate us because they ain't us. You say it constantly. I know, but people don't actually. I was the blue vest guy. See, one of you guys is in here right now. So that made me very happy because like I will fucking disown you. If you are not dripped out the wazoo, I will disown you. I'll disown you. I swear, dude. Okay, you come at me in the middle of you come at me in public and you're like, yo, this is me, like I'm a HasanAbi head, and you just like wearing fucking, you know, crusty ass gym shorts. I'm gonna be like, no, I don't know you, bro. Get away. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you guys. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Don't be scared to come up to me because I just said that. Okay, unless you're like a fucking deranged stalker, psycho, weirdo, then in which case if you come up to me, I will fucking slice you with my katana that I carry with me everywhere. So I'm basic. I wear a plain shirt and chinos. Leave me alone. I mean, that's fine, dude. Drip ableist much? Yes. I never leave the house wearing more than a hoodie and jeans and sweats. Don't do me like this. Okay, it's fucking, it's just, I'm memeing. I'm in a good mood because, you know, I was a little bummed out yesterday. Like, I really wanted to fucking stream this thing. And, like, we drove for an hour. And then finally, the moment we get there, zoop, the internet is just like no internet. It's like a black hole of internet. And it fucking sucked, but it was wonderful seeing all of you guys that were at Complex Con. It was cool seeing so many of the homies. Like, I'm really proud of Dan, Sad Ire. Dan, I've known since college. I've known for so many fucking years. This guy had his own booth at Complex Con. You know, the boy Miggy and Kai, they had their own booth at Complex Con. Kai had his like that fucking booth at Complex Con, which Miggy wanted to like hook him up with some heat pressing. I mean, it was awesome. It was really cool seeing like so many of the dudes just fucking killing it. You know what I mean? So many people that I've known for years just absolutely killing it. So that power strip holding on by a thread? No, dude, that's Murat, dude. Murat fucking, he tightened the screws on this thing. This man gets extra drippy from Complex, yet won't even give chat some new drip / apparel. That's not true. New drip and apparel are coming. New apparel is coming. Which episode are you on? Twin Peaks? Yeah, I've been watching like crazy amounts of Twin Peaks too last night. So I'll talk about that right now. Did you try any of the food? No, I did not try any of the food. This is a dope hat. This is Kai's hat. So did you go to the Curse by Sean Brown booth? No, I did get this though. This is one thing. I will do some drip check today. But I did get this, and I didn't think that this was going to work well with the pink chain. This is not a, this is a 3D printed chain. This guy makes 3D printed chains, and then he puts like these fucking old toys in them. And you know, Will really wanted a Brock Lee one, so I was like, fuck it, I'm buying myself one, and I'm buying you a chain too, Will. Friendship bracelets.
I chat people, hey.
I got inspired by the heat prints that one day on the pants and jackets. No, this is literally Kai's brand since day one. He didn't get inspired by the heat prints. He has had this brand since day one. So when we walked into Miggy's studio that day, he was like, what the fuck? This is so perfect.
Chat, this is a robbery.
And they already knew of each other because they were on that same show on HBO. And I've known them individually for years. So it was a really cool collaboration that happened that I like played a little bit of a role. And, you know, I was there at least. Isn't the hat of the Virgin of Guadalupe cultural appropriation? Yes. I am culturally appropriating the Virgin Guadalupe. Yes. Is that Logan Paul's $1 million chain? No.
Hassle.
So, Christopher Kites. Yes, that's the dude who makes these chains. These are, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. They're a little expensive. Okay, they're a little bit on the expensive side. But the reason why I got this is because, here, I'll take the chain off for a second.
7 months and
bro, can you imagine being like, I can't believe you're culturally appropriating Catholicism. Like, motherfuckers will really say anything. You know what I mean? Oh, am I culturally appropriating Catholicism, dude? That's crazy. The Catholic Church? Like one of the most powerful, historically, one of the most
Sunday,
powerful
Monday.
institutions of all time. What's up, dude? What's next? Anyway, look. So this is the fucking chain. And I got a Super Saiyan Goku in it. And so the chain itself is 3D printed with these links, right? And I was like, oh my God, one of you guys who's in here right now, a HasanAbi head, who actually makes sick fucking repurposed like jeans and stuff, was telling me that he made these chains with another, collaborating with another designer whose name is Ian DeLuca. I don't know if he's in here right now.
1 year subiversary.
Also a
I
fucking
like
HasanAbi head
hassle.
who sent me this in my P.O. box. Ian DeLuca makes these jewelries, okay? So when I saw that this other designer had collaborated with a HasanAbi head designer, I was like, all right, I gotta get this. I gotta get it
Been
now.
looking gorgeous for 14 months now.
So
chat hassle.
that's what I did. I went and I got, I bought this, this chain. So shouts out to all the fucking fashion designers in this community. Holy shit. Forgot Catholicism forced their religion onto most of the world, but you appropriating though. Yeah, literally. Catholics would love the appropriation of Catholicism. If I become a HasanAbi head designer, will you buy my garbage? First of all, I'll buy it if I like it. Ian DeLuca has also collaborated with Christopher. Yes, I know. This is it. This is the collaboration that they did. That's why I bought it.
Yo.
Anyway. Well, Virgin de Guadalupe, specifically religious syncretism that happened in Mexico. Who cares, dude? Anyway, so
Yeah.
the most bullshit apology from Travis Scott. Yeah, we'll watch all this. We'll get to that in a second. I just want to fucking, give you guys an update. Esta mujer derrota la cabeza de la serpiente. This woman defeats the snake's head. Hasan believing in Christ just for fashion. Yeah, I don't believe in anything, dude. Don't worry. Bought a sick new house and still needs to work on cable management. Dude, don't even get me started. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Travis Scott stuff. What will happen to the packages that are still in transit to the PO box? No, there are no packages in transit to the PO box. I went and I picked up all of them. I picked up so many fucking packages, dude. La Virgin de Guadalupe was a Spanish evangelist symbol made up so the indigenous people gave up on their pagan beliefs. Well, it looks cool. Oh, I want to watch that fucking Kanye interview too. I heard that Kanye West had an insane interview where he said like Me Too is 1987 George Orwell Animals Crossing on Nintendo Switch. Like he said that. He literally said those words, dude. That's what I heard. Exactly. So ridiculous people here saying it's appropriation. There are literal hundreds of versions in Spain. Yeah. Microsoft's tech event when Super Radlib had speakers state their race and physical description in their intros. Yeah, I saw this. It's not even just that though. The fucking main one was insane. It's like, this is on stolen land. Like we must, we must recognize that like the fucking land we stand on is stolen or some shit. Like it was just wild. Overall, like they named every single native tribe that has existed on that land. Anti-vax hogs it and clown on, dude. There's a lot coming.
By the way, Nameless King is vegan.
Like, what good is it if you're not gonna, if you acknowledge that you're sitting on stolen land, but you're not doing anything about it? What good does that do, bro? Like, hey, guys, we're sitting on stolen land. We're not gonna do anything about it, but like, also, we're just fucking gonna admit that we're sitting on. Wait, breaking news: Joe Biden farted. I'm like, boys, I haven't covered the news in a long time. I got a lot of fucking news to go through. Okay.
Hassle, keep
And
up
then
the great
chat
content.
be like, oh dude, oh dude, the news that you need to cover, the news that you must cover today is breaking news. Joe Biden broke wind in front of Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall. It was long and loud and impossible to ignore. Camilla hasn't stopped talking about it.
Hasan is my father. P-E-E-P.
I love that. I fucking love that, dude. This is important. Dude, this is big. This is big stuff. Fart jokes are for rich people. He was just fucking, he was saying, BBC, I'm Irish, but with his ass. Breaking news, breaking wind. Okay? I love that. Ah! That's so stupid, dude. What a bunch of fucking, dude, this is the dumbest. That's incredible. Okay, okay. Daycare is open and we got a slammed Sunday for you. So
Nodders.
much news to go through from Aaron Roger. Rogers to Astroworld. All the way to Biden farting. Real. Get in now. Also showing all the free merch I got from ComplexCon. www.twitch.tv/HasanAbi. Is there a new Austinox as well? That's what I've heard. I think there's a new Austinox.
I want to be at the INC.
Putin Biden. Dude, yeah.
Patricia McCloskey.
Hassan fights for his life against Tyler One Emotional. The cake has been served. You know what? I'm going to use that image.
Love you, daddy.
Tweeted it out. Tweeted it out with cake so I get some fucking retweets. Shameless, dude. Shameless. But, you know, this is like, these are the fucking lows I will sink to, boys. These are the lows I will sink to. I'm not ashamed.
3 months.
Retweet that. You are a slut. That's right, dude. That's what your mama said too. She loves it. I missed the Rittenhouse. Totally didn't spell that right. Are you gonna talk about it? I barely covered the Rittenhouse stuff. I mean, I briefly touched on it when we were talking about like how the judge decided that the people that Kyle Rittenhouse shot could be considered rioters, but they could not be considered victims. So there isn't too much going on at the moment. Does this mean you're in the next Channel 5 video? No, because I couldn't even find Andrew, dude. I literally looked all around, but because there's no good internet there, like I couldn't even connect with Andrew. Like it's a big venue and I could not even see Andrew at all, which sucks. So that's not great either. No, I'm not going to run the top of the hour ad break. I've only done 30 minutes. No, I couldn't because there's no fucking, there's no service. I couldn't call him.
Months. Brain Rot Incorporated.
Tucker Carlson admits he has no idea what critical race theory is. That's not surprising at all. I have watched the metaverse keynote that Zuck did, my friend. Anyway, so let's get started. Are you still interested in finishing the Patriot Purge? All parts are out. I mean, I think like Patriot Purge we'll probably do tomorrow. I feel like it's too heavy for today. And you know, fucking QAnon supporters are in Dallas still waiting for JFK Jr. to reappear. So that's pretty cool. Did you ever finish Metroid? No. The Patriot Purge is too much truth for today? Yes, literally. Anyway, so we went to ComplexCon. Waleed hooked it up super fat. Thank you for giving me this wristband that is impossible to take off. I got a vendor wristband from Waleed at Market. Okay. And we went into the fucking Market like store, and Waleed blessed us, dude. I mean, look at this. They made fake basketball merch.
One year, Pog. Hope her doing good.
Like LA Lakers, but Yves Saint Laurent. Like they made fake Lakers designer merch, which is fucking sick. Oh, it's not cringe.
Poggers.
I like it. Miley Ball. Like Comme des Garçons, but with the Grizzlies. This one's the sickest though. Look at this. Bro.
We did it. 1 year, baby.
Yeah, like Franco.
16 months and I'm still trapped in the HasanAbi chat.
And it fits.
Here's some more monies. Have a good stream, sir.
So that's huge. Like I love rugby shirts. And I can't. I love rugby shirts, and I never fit in rugby shirts. It's a double XL, and it fucking literally fits perfectly.
HasanAbi is the bomb. Lights up my mind.
They gave me some fucking fake toilet paper too to wipe my ass with, like Gucci, Fendi. So that was chill.
17 months has buff.
We also went to the Pleasures booth with Garrett LA, who's a streamer as well, and I think he like used to work in music or something. I don't know, but He linked me up with the Pleasures guys. And because I've bought so much fucking Pleasures shit, and where it's so goddamn frequently that like the dude literally knew who I was. The dude was like, oh yeah, thanks for like thanks for buying, thanks for constantly like, you know, repping our shit and rocking our shit, because I wear their stuff nonstop. Cyber Power TV shirt? What do you mean? Cyber Power PC shirt? More clothing haul? Tell me more how people love you oh so much. I mean, it's not about, I don't think they love me. I think they just like, oh yeah, the fucking Cyber Power PC motherboard shirt. Yeah, that's true.
Reducing stun locks and ignoring the troll's hassle.
Give us your maddest sheesh. Sheesh! I hate it. I hate sheeshing. I do hate sheeshing. I think anyone over the age of fucking 28 should never sheesh. I don't like it. I felt dirty doing that. Okay. That did not feel right doing. 28 is generous? Really? Anyone over the age of 16, Lamau? Okay. Fair. You gonna watch the first episode of Arcane on stream? Maybe. Everyone is saying it's really fucking good, so I don't know. Maybe. All right, let me get down. So yeah, Pleasures, they're doing a collab with Crocs or something. So they were like, so he was trying to get me some of those, but they didn't have my size. So he just gave me some shirts too. But that's pretty much it. I was trying to not get all the free shit. I feel bad. I feel bad. Like, when I get free stuff, because I just don't have a lot of space.
Hassle.
So I usually, you know, I feel not great that I'm, you know, I'm taking more free shit. I mean, I do have space in my $7 gorillion home, mansion, castle, but like, I just don't like having all this stuff. You know what I mean? Just re-gift free stuff to all the other people. See, that's the funny thing. I love doing that, and I want to do that. Except the problem is, who is like triple XL?
Pro gamer, you were robbed.
You look thinner wearing that? Yeah, I mean, I wear bulky shit. I've been wearing like hella bulky shit, so it doesn't show my physique that well. But like, I don't know anybody that's like my size. I don't know that many people that are my size, you know, that I could fucking you know, gift this off to. But all right, let's get started. So yeah, that was ComplexCon, was a lot of fun. Loved seeing all the people. Last night I hung out with Will, and we watched the fucking Usman fight. I did not know Usman was a fucking MAGA guy, which, you know, hurts my feelings a little bit. I'm a big fan of Nigerian Americans, and so it's always sad when you see he's not. Well, Colby definitely is MAGA, but Usman is too. Dude, yeah, Usman is. Colby is the main MAGA guy, but Usman is also MAGA. I did not know that. But it is kind of, it is the case. That's the T. That is literally the T. Like, he is straight up fucking, like, very, very right wing.
What if we're HVAC
Yes,
tech?
the fighting pride of Nigeria is right wing. Watch the Elden Ring gameplay. Dude, there's so
Let's
much
go
going
over
on. Hold
strong
on.
hassle.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I mean, Andre posted about it. Let me see if I can find it.
First they came for the crusty gym short Sag.
Most fighters are so individually focused that they're inherently right wing. I mean, fucking. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here. I ain't been the same since I found out Usman is MAGA. I've been cheering for Pan-African reasons only.
And if you're a UFC fan, anybody like UFC? It's, I'll tell you what, that's right, Usman. He goes, Usman. He's, I know who he is. He's tough, that's who he is. Kamaru Usman, where is our champ? Come on, champ, get up. Man, oh man, oh man. What a fighter you are. I don't want to mess with him. I may weigh a couple of pounds more. Do you think I could take you to fight, champ? I don't think so. He goes, no. I think you're right, champ.
Yeah, when Trump was like, my African American over there, he was literally pointing to Usman. No, I'm just kidding. He did not. That was another. That was like the black Trump supporter or whatever his name is. Like the guy who like bills himself as like, what is it? Like, what does he call himself? Like, he calls himself like a Black Michael or something. I don't fucking know. No, not Herman Cain. Michael the Black Guy. Yeah. Michael the Black Guy. That's how you know you have a very robust, very diverse movement. When like the fucking black dude that comes to every one of your shows, rallies, whatever, bills himself as, I am Michael the Black Man. Yeah. Anyway.
But I watched a fight you had a couple of months ago. Unbelievable and talent, but right up here too. You know, it's a combination.
That guy's a fucking freak, by the way. Michael the Black Man, or the Black Guy. He's like, just. I feel like you get brain cancer when you click on his website. I did it one time,
months with the most W
and
also
it's definitely. I never thought brain cancer was contagious until I saw this dude's website. Don't do it.
Muscles are important, but you got to have the other. You got to have the. You know, he actually looks very good in a suit, but he's one of the few people who look better without a suit. There aren't too many of us. Hey, there aren't too many of us that can say that, right? Right, men? The men in this audience, huh? But I just want to thank you, champ, and good luck.
Bro, this is awesome.
Fog.
This is. Come on, dude. Trump is so funny, dude. I really. Like, this is it. This is the fucking guy. This is why people loved him, aside from like all the racist shit that he said. But like, if you can't admit that that is a showman, okay, come on. Not many of us can say that, am I right? You know, without a suit. Looking good without a suit. He's so sexy. He's so hot. Usman. They say Usman. He's got man in his last name. That's right. Believe me. He's so sexy. Muscles, pectorals glistening in the sun.
I'll be watching. You have a big fight coming up, and I'll be watching, and it's a great group of people. Great.
I think we should petition Twitter to give him back his Twitter for 1 month every month. It would solve nothing and make everything worse, but it would be very funny. Yeah, fuck it. Full-blown content skull shit, dude. Usman, more like ass man attracted. Yes, Usman, more like ass man. Have you seen this man's ass? Believe me, I've got a dumper myself. But, oh, believe me, Usman's got one himself as well.
Hi, chat. Any smilers in chat today?
I think what's wild about Usman, though, is like the fact that, damn, very informative. It's kind of funny though that like Colby Covington tries to fucking like bill himself as like the MAGA fighter. Bro, he's wearing a barstool hat too. He's a stoolie. He's you know, Colby is trying to be like a like, you know, MAGA fighter. He's like trying to bill himself as a MAGA fighter, right? Whereas like Usman, people don't even know he's like MAGA. Trump loves him. Trump calls him out regularly and beats his ass too on top of that. It's great. This is probably an ironic tweet, but he is a right winger. Also remember, like, you know, Dana White loves Donald Trump. New Pfizer COVID pill, 89% effective at stopping hospitalization and death after getting COVID. I don't know if you already spoke about it. No, I have not. Yeah, we will do fucking yeah, this is funny. I already retweeted this. He looked like an NFT. If you ever capture a photo of me getting hit like this, yeah, I'm retiring. It's time to go.
From the Netherlands has hug hassle.
Bro, this is a confusing one because like there's a lot of feet guys in here that just got turned on. You know what I mean?
It was extremely satisfying. And it didn't hurt when a surplus of like celebrities, crazy celebrities. Thank you.
Well, that whole MAGA
shit out of this guy.
You know, you attach yourself to that whole MAGA thing, and you know, there's a lot of people that'll support.
I want to just do a quick shout out to Bandicam. Okay, you don't really see it. You don't really see Bandicam logos that much on the internet anymore, and that's a throwback, you know, to a bygone era. That's like OG YouTube, you know what I mean? I'm like fucking 20 again.
You because of that,
yeah.
But man, there's so many. Like if you fall down, there's so many that just can't wait to piss on you and kick you.
Oh man,
yeah, it's such a polarizing position that he took.
He did, but you know, I'm friends with this Trump now. So.
Yeah, that was going to talk about that. You were saying that you were going to go visit the White House, and tell me about the book because that's what's hilarious.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to the White House.
But you also
me and Dave
picked up
talked about it.
Donald Trump Jr.'s book.
I picked up Donald Trump. I picked up the book, and you know, initially was like, okay, because this guy tried to troll me during our press conference. He was trolling me. Like, he sat there while I was talking.
Like, someone said, imagine thinking Joe Rogan is liberal. Like, Joe Rogan is not a liberal, right? He definitely has a lot of ideas, especially like when it comes to COVID, that is like way more fucking far right and fringe than anything else. But Joe Rogan is a fan of Donald Trump in the same way that I am. Like, let's be fucking real. He's not like, if you think he's like a big Donald Trump supporter, I don't know what to tell you. Like, he's just not. He loves Donald Trump in the exact same way that I love Donald Trump. It's like saying I'm a fucking Donald Trump supporter. You know what I mean? He voted for him. No, what the fuck he didn't. He was like fucking, he's like a Bernie supporter, dude. Get the fuck out of here. That doesn't mean that not like a MAGA dude, but not like you either. Nice. No, I'm saying his liking of Donald Trump is similar to me liking Donald Trump. Which is, of course, a lot easier to do when you're like a fucking rich white dude, straight up. Like, especially with Joe Rogan's situation and his background, like, he's the easiest thing to do for him. Like, it's even easier for him than myself. You know what I mean?
Reading the book and pretending like he was reading the book.
Yeah.
And then I'm at the airport, and I'm like, oh, there's the book. And I'm like, fuck it. I've got time today. So I sit there, and I'm trolling them, and I buy the book. I'm like, screw it. I'm going to buy this book. So I actually buy the book, and I take the screenshot, and I posted it. should have seen the reaction that I got from fans after that. He was ridiculous.
Did Donald Trump Jr. reach out to you?
I actually, we actually, you know, messages back and forth.
Hey, you're wearing a red hat too. It's the wrong red hat, but you're wearing a red hat.
No, but
dude, this is the dumbest. Nothing of worth. Nothing of worth was gathered from this video. It's like, oftentimes, Joseph Rogan has like at least like, you know, interesting, cool shit that he's able to gather. This is wild. This is like just a terrible video. I just did not understand anything from this. Like nothing new came out of this. All right, let's watch this though. This is fucking awesome. So I guess Microsoft did this like, is this an internal like meeting video that leaked? This is this is wild, dude. This is actually a fucking wild ass video.
Hello and welcome to Microsoft Ignite. We've got a big day ahead and lots in store for you. First, we want to acknowledge that the land where the Microsoft campus is situated was traditionally occupied by the Sammamish, the Duwamish, the Snoqualmie, the Suquamish, the Muckleshoot, the Snohomish, the Tulalip, and other Coast Salish peoples since time immemorial. A people that are still here, continuing to honor and bring to light their ancient heritage.
Bro, it's like, I mean, respect for like knowing all of the tribe names. She's reading it off a teleprompter, but you know.
Yeah, you are back home.
Bro, you know she studied that. Like the night before, she was like, I can't fuck this up. The Squamish, like, I can't fuck this up, especially like right after Squamish. I'm gonna say Duwamish or whatever, and like, you know, this is gonna be a tough one. You gotta fucking nail this. You have to fucking nail this.
Can't wait to reach 9-month brain.
Those are also the names of popular cities here. Wait, really?
My name is Allison Wines. I'm a senior program manager.
She straight up mispronounced almost all of them. Oh no. Oh fuck.
In our developer tools division. I'm an Asian and white female with dark brown hair wearing a red sleeveless top.
And
What is that? That's new for me at least. Like, cause you know, I spend most of my time with you degenerates in here. So like, I don't really know what's going on. You know, what is that? Like, why do they do that? Is it for blind people? Accessibility? Maybe it's something for deaf people. First of all,
5 months.
No, it's not for deaf people, dude. Why would
today?
Yeah, deaf people famously can't see color. So that's why. What makes it is for deaf people. It's for the blind? Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, baby. 2 Mets with HasanAbi.
Is there a reason? Like what? Why? Like what's the... Is that like actual accessibility that like people want? They're like, oh fuck, it's like, this is good.
Seth Juarez, program manager in the AI platform group. I'm a tall Hispanic male wearing a blue shirt.
Motherfucker said tall. It's like, what if you lie? You're like, I'm actually incredibly fit, muscular, full head of hair, Turkish dude. I'm looking sexy as fuck. You just start lying to the blind. Yeah, I'm fucking jacked. I got a fat cock, dude. It's like, stop.
Hassle sussy.
You're doing it again, Frank. Why are you flexing on the blind?
Blue shirt, khaki pants. Today we kick off 2 days of learning more about the latest solutions, exploring how these key innovations can empower you to...
It's kind of wild, though. This helps the blind people who want to be prejudiced to judge before they start presenting. Pretty cool from an inclusion perspective, not gonna lie. I'd appreciate it if I couldn't see. You have to do this every time you boot up the stream. Lol, doesn't make sense. Depending on the type of blindness, they have no clue what red, Asian, or even tall looks like. Lol. I just don't understand. Like, I mean, dude, first of all, people that look to this and go, society is falling apart. What the fuck? Like, dude, chill. Okay. They're just like being more accommodating. Fucking calm down. It's funny. You can make fun of it, I think, a little bit. Like, I think it's kind of funny that they're just like going through all of this, especially because it's like, you know, especially when you're talking about like the acknowledgement of like the indigenous tribal land that you're sitting on top of. Like, you ain't doing shit for it. You know what I mean? What? Like, you're just fucking. It's just weird. It's like not an issue, but it's weird. Just for the record, the beginning part was a completely normal thing to do in Canada. You're just gonna ignore the dude who said your name 20,000 times? What? Fuck? Are you alright, dude? Should I just ban this person and move on? Maybe. Okay, banned. Anyway, are we gonna watch the SNL today? Yeah, we'll do lib theory in a little bit. Okay, don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. Okay, we got lib theory coming up. There's going to be another Coca-Cola internal training that Chuds will be mad at. Welcome to Coca-Cola. We would like to acknowledge the murder of Colombian union leaders. Yeah, let's be real. That's never going to happen, okay? It's helpful for blind people to connect with the speaker in ways that we do and take for granted. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, it's just like seems odd, the accessibility part. I don't really care about like the I'm wearing a purple shirt. Like, what the fuck? What difference does that make? You know what I mean? But
16 months. Himbo.
But regardless, like how or I'm tall and I'm wearing a purple shirt. It's like, okay. But even then, like I said, the acknowledgement of like the tribal lands is like kind of weird. Especially because you're not like doing anything.
Welcome back.
But how do blind people know what purple is? Guys, I don't know if you know this, but like, you know, some people get blinded later in their lives. So they do know what colors are. You know what I mean? Like, not every blind person is blind, like permanently blind, always blind since the beginning to death, you know?
2 months.
Like, people really are out here like, dude, blind people don't know what color is. Lol. It's like, no, there's like, also, there's like blind people that can kind of see shapes and colors too, like depending on like what is considered legally blind. Acknowledgement is weird to you because they did it shitty, Lamau. Anyway, what is this? The pseudonymous economy is preferable to ritualistic announcements of immutable characteristics. It would be more accessible to the disabled as well. It's not everyone's ideal outcome, but it's far better than this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Natalie Gadilla. I'm a Caucasian woman with long blonde hair, and I go by she, her. I'm a product marketing lead here at Microsoft and co-host of the podcast Security Unlocked with this guy.
Yes, that would be me. Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Fillingham. I'm a Caucasian man with glasses and a beard. I go by he, him, and I'm a...
Are you fucking kidding me? You're not going to mention this? Bro, trust me. No one is seeing your Caucasian madness when they got this on the top of your fucking dome right here. All right, listen. I'm wearing a fucking mohawk, dude. I'm over the age of 30, and I'm wearing a fucking mohawk, dude. You're not gonna mention that? I feel like you're hiding something, but you can't do that. You can't not mention I got a fucking mohawk on. Motherfucker's looking like a Fargo assassin, you know what I mean? Like a character straight out of Fargo.
Basic combat training and missed you so much. It's been a long 10 weeks. Hope you've been doing well. Hassle.
Security evangelist here at Microsoft. We are so excited to be with you.
Like the thing that I think about is like people are saying, well, it's good for podcast listeners or good for people listening. It's like, okay, I've literally never been like, I'm listening to the latest episode of Chapo Trap House. And I would really like Felix to describe exactly what he's wearing and what Matt's beard looks like right now at this stage. You know what I mean? At least 3 out of the 4 people we've seen appear in this presentation so far look like there's guns being held to their heads. Deadass, this dude couldn't decide between going bald and doing a mullet. Call Asman, he's crying. What? Yep. And if I was blind, I imagine I would care even less. I mean, I don't know. We'll never know.
Happy anniversary, Fartman69.
You don't have partial vision, though, dumbass? It doesn't matter, though. I'm literally not fucking consuming the Chapo Trap House podcast as a visual medium in that situation. It doesn't matter if I can see or not see. He posted about it saying they got to choose what they said. Reached out to Nick Phil to ask why they introduced themselves this way. Apparently, it was to help vision impaired people distinguish between speakers. Personally, I still have serious concerns about this way of emphasizing racial labels, but this does add helpful context. Wait, why? What?
15 months, babe. We did it.
Yo. Why don't you focus on fucking doing foreign relations, guy? Okay? Contributing editor to The Atlantic, senior fellow of the Council of Foreign Relations. I'm very concerned about this. Like, yo, fucking concern yourself with some bitches, okay? How about that? Shirt color is more important than their actual positions in the company in general. It's just like, it's just so silly. Like I said, ultimately, it is unimportant. It's like a brief accommodation or like a minor accommodation. And if you're making a big deal out of it, you're like kind of a dweeb. Okay. Ultimately, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. And that's it. That's all I got. Okay. Where was that funny head kick face from? Dude, I have no idea. Bad take? Why is that a bad take? The things that they're doing are pretty standard principles of universal design. Wait, what? I'm not disagreeing with what they're doing. It's like fun that they're, you know, it's great that they're being more accommodating. Like, great. Who cares? I mean, it's strange, probably because we're not used to it. And the people that are like, what the fuck are you doing? This is bullshit. Okay, well, then you're a fucking weirdo.
Let's go,
like,
sub chat 13 months LFG.
standard to have a separate audio description track, not have it as part of the script. Anyway. Public Freakout subreddit is turning the Travis Scott controversy into a racist rap music is bad, black people violent conversation, not like this. Motherfuckers would be like, I agree with what you're saying, but I disagree with the way you said it, so I'm gonna say it's a bad take. Anyway, so as I was saying, your chat was doing that yesterday. It'll happen no matter where you go. I mean, there were some people that were being like really fucking weird about it, but Travis Scott's apology was kind of whack too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, here, let's get started on the Travis Scott stuff. Obviously, a lot of the videos are TOS, so I can't watch it on stream. But I also haven't really seen all the videos, so if there's a compilation of all of it, I can like watch it on the other screen and give you my take on it afterwards, because I still haven't seen most of the videos. But
I just want to send out prayers
Socialism is when no drip.
to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. you know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on.
Yeah, the parts that I did see, thank you for the 5 gifted, Sanju. The parts that I did see, I told you, like, it literally looks like straight ritualistic sacrifice. So, like, any conservative that fucking watches that shit is gonna straight up, any conservative that watches that shit's gonna be like, oh, I knew it. Like, this is ritualistic sacrifice. Like, black man doing rap music is killing the teenagers. Like, because especially when he's humming, dude, it's crazy. Like that video when he's humming over the whatchamacallit, over like the fucking crowd as they're like literally trying to body surf the fucking kids away. Dude, some shit happened. Okay, you want to know what my speculation is? I don't think that like someone was jabbing people with fucking needles, but I do think that maybe someone was distributing like really fucking like a bad dose of drugs. Okay, that's my speculation. Don't get mad at me. I think like just like a crazy some crazy shit. Okay, most likely. A lot of drugs get passed around. A lot of drugs get passed around in fucking concerts like this. Okay. And you know, you always have to be careful. Don't do fucking drugs at concerts like, or don't do other people's drugs at concerts like this. Obviously test it, get your fucking test kits ready to go beforehand. You know what I mean? Like there's just there's shit like that. Bad organization played a role. Like people were fucking overcrowding areas. Okay, overcrowding areas that they weren't supposed to be in. There was no like precautions to stop in a situation like that.
Hassle.
People were fucking trampled. No, people just literally got trampled. Bro, there were fucking people like seizing up on the ground, dude. I mean, that was just nuts. There was a major issue with overcrowdedness too. Live Nation were the organizers behind the Astroverse and has a history of multiple OSHA violations. That is not surprising. A crowd safety expert says the surge of Travis Scott Astroworld Festival wasn't concert goers' fault. The crowd of safety experts said the chaos of the rapper Travis Scott Astroworld Festival was preventable. At least 8 people died and hundreds were injured during the first night of the Houston event. The expert said organizers let people flood into a known danger area just in front of the stage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like there was so much overflow. Shawn Cee made a video about this. All right, I'll watch his video about it. Apparently, he blurred some of the TOS
this is
stuff.
Precisely why I'm not generally a concert goer unless the artist is an indie artist. They don't have a large fan base.
Capitalism beckons.
For the record, like I despise festivals for this reason. I briefly talked about this yesterday on the ride down to Long Beach when I was like not able to look at all of this stuff, all the stuff that was going on. But like, this is why I hate it. You're literally braving the elements to like listen to your favorite artist for like a little bit on high as fuck. You know what I mean? On a boatload of drugs, and it sucks. It's like not overall a fun experience. Like, I mean, it can be really fun, but also it's just there has to be better methods of consumption. I've literally never been to a concert where I'm like, or a festival where I'm like, fuck man, this is really good. Like, and I've been to a fuckload of festivals, dude. Like, it's not for you. Shut the fuck up. I'm just saying, like, it's unpleasant. Okay. It's unpleasant. Like there are, you know, I still have fun in the end, but you know what I mean? I still have fun in the end, but it could be so much more fun if it was like better fucking managed. And obviously we're talking about something that's like subjective. So don't get mad at me, festival goers. Did you ever go to Ultra when you were in Miami? Yes, of course. I lived in Miami. I went to all the fucking Winter Music Conference shit. I went to Ultra. I've been to EDC. I've been to Dayglow. I've been to fucking, I used to rave. Like, I used to go to raves and shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, I hate being in the mud and not having access to fucking water and having to pay like a gigantic markup for basic amenities that are life-saving, okay? And it just sucks. You just, no service, you lose your friends, you're like fucking lost forever. Impossible to fucking link back up. Like, there's just a lot of shit that can go wrong, that does go wrong. And you know, I just don't like fucking going into the middle of the desert and paying like, you know, $10 for a fucking bottle of water. Otherwise, I'm gonna die.
You love your father.
I'm dehydrated. There's mud and dust everywhere. If it's not dusty, it's muddy. If it's not muddy, it's dusty. And you're paying like $1 gazillion to fucking drink water and survive while you're fucking on drugs, and it kind of sucks.
1 year strong, boys. At HasanAbi.
That is like most of the mainstream festivals.
Or their fan base isn't typically above the age of 25 to 30 years old. My experience, this is typically behavior that I would expect from an artist who's younger, that generally has a younger fan base. So Travis Scott definitely fits the bill for the tragedy that happened last night at his festival. So the idea of people being trampled, people being stampeded on, people being walked over, stepped on, smothered, I fully expect that kind of at a Travis Scott show. Travis has enabled this behavior before. He's encouraged it through previous tweets. Why I would never attend a crowded venue or an overly populated show. It's never a good idea to be mixed in with that many people. I mean, I felt
they are life-changing experiences though. Wait, what? Bro, at the level of fucking drugs you're taking for that to be a life-changing experience, like, you could probably have that. You could have a similar life-changing experience in your fucking living room, okay?
16 months.
Like, you're just literally the only way that a festival can be considered a life-changing experience of that magnitude is if you're fucking high as giraffe pussy. Okay?
Felt this way since that Vegas tragedy. When you have this much overpopulation in one specific area, in the event of an emergency, having to mass exit the area within a few minutes, it's impossible to get anywhere and get anywhere safely without the fear or very strong possibility of being stampeded upon.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's still fun. Like, I don't disagree. It's fucking fun, dude. It's fucking fun, okay? You don't have to, like, feel bad about it. I'm not trying to get you to feel bad about it. Like, it's fun. I enjoy it. Like, I'm saying it could be so much better. I don't enjoy it anymore, but it could be significantly better as an experience, okay?
Trampled, suffocated, misplaced from the people that you originally came with. Now, I'm always looking at the business side, the business aspect of it, and the business of this show is absolutely terrible. Why is it that this same lot that's been used for years for a smaller crowd is also being used years later for a bigger crowd, significantly bigger? More people are buying tickets as the years progress, and then the same lot is being used. Staffing for these shows typically suck, especially after COVID. So you have an overcrowded show with staff that can't possibly answer whatever the call of emergency is. People are complaining that people broke through the gates and that security wasn't doing anything. There is like 3 security guards in this one clip.
What is happening with this fucking super distorted Fiona is here. Bro, are you okay? What happened? He incited his fans to be reckless. There have been multiple instances of him doing this. Dude, come on.
It's impossible to contain this many people with this level of staff. You think this one guy is going to block everyone from getting in? You have to keep into account what a security guard is even legally able to do or obligated to do in certain situations. They can't even touch you in certain situations. 2 water stations built for a crowd of over 50,000 people over the course of 2 days. I know there are people that are going to cite all of Live Nation's follies and everything that they've done wrong over the course of the past decade or so, or even longer than that, but keep in mind, Live Nation is a billion-dollar company, and with any company that makes that amount of money, you're going to have citations, you're going to have lawsuits, you're going to have plenty of violations over the course of your business, because business is business. Nothing just runs smoothly all the way through just because you make a ton of money. That being said, this overpopulation and this consistent understaffing seems to be too normal of a thing with this particular company. The fact that this video even happened and you understand that it was before any deaths had even occurred shows me the negligence of the people that are running the show or that have the ability to prevent a show from starting. After seeing this, the immediate protocol should just be, you know what, we're not even gonna have the show, or we're going to cut.
Yeah, no, this is before the show. They fucking break through the barriers and shit. Watch the trailer for the event. There's literally footage of gate rushing from prior years. Is that not inciting? Okay. So the thing I'll say is like I'm gonna, as always, have a balanced take on this, which is precisely why I will upset the people that go to festivals all the time by saying festivals are kind of dog shit. Okay. And then I will upset the people that hate festivals by saying this kind of stuff happens at festivals all the time and it's not out of the fucking, it's like commonplace and not out of the norm. And like part of the reason why they don't stop festivals when this shit happens is because it happens regularly. Okay? So that is literally like, I'm just going to piss off every single person with that reason. Part of the reason why I don't go to festivals is because it does happen. This shit does happen regularly. Centris Festival, Andy. Not 8 people died? Bro, more people have died in fucking festivals. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, Lemon, good job. You found the dumbest possible take. It's not the dumbest possible take. Festivals are incredibly fucking difficult to manage overall because people go buck wild, okay? And festivals would not be fun if people didn't go buck wild. So, like, part of the reason why people fucking do that is so that they can go buck wild at a festival and like listen to their favorite artists and go crazy and like jump up and down, fucking, you know, do drugs, all the shit. So people get injured regularly at concerts like this. I think that like putting the blame on the artist for his music or like an incitement or anything like that, even though Travis Scott is like literally has I think he has like a charge from the past. Let's see. Travis Scott concerts are known for violence and injuries, reports show. Like, this is what I'm saying. Dude, every single concert, most fucking festivals of this size have this shit, dude. This is like the Woodstock conversation all over again. But people should not die. Like, people should not die at fucking festivals, obviously, or concerts. She knew the area wasn't safe. Some real victim blaming. Wait, no, I'm not saying that at all. What the fuck? Okay. I do think that no one should fucking die. I think festivals should be better managed. We all agree on that issue. Okay? 1000%. We are all in agreement. No one is going to be like, dude, yeah, people should die at fucking festivals. Like, that's... No, dog. People should die at fucking festivals, bro. Like, I did not say that. You know what I mean? And I do think that Travis Scott could have actually prevented some of the issues. Literally, like if he stopped, if he was adequately informed that like people were fucking like, you know, it was chaos on the ground beyond like the regular chaos at a festival that's like raging and going buck wild. Okay. If there was like an actual serious situation where like the festival needs to be stopped, which this absolutely was. I've been to hundreds of concerts. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Also, the cameraman ignored that girl screaming. It's not a festival if people don't die. Kidding. Travis was literally staring at the dead body, humming. How can there be any doubt that he's not at fault? I saw that video too. That video is fucking insane, dude. Like that video is absolutely insane. It's a crazy video. As far as like seeing ambulances and stuff, like, you know, people fucking pass out from dehydration and shit like that at festivals regularly for the reasons that I already described to you. Adequately informed, bro. People were storming the stage. Okay, let's look at the timeline. After this video, I'll look at the timeline as well.
The amount of people that are able to attend at this point, because this is ridiculous. You have people stampeding at this stage. They haven't even seen Travis yet. Police departments, the fire departments, the medical staff. How is it that, and I know this is the state of Texas that we're talking about, you know, this is already a breeding grounds for the worst situation humanly possible, but how do you look at this particular lot, say that it's suitable for 50,000 people, and whoever makes the decision to okay that says okay, think it's suitable to have 2 water stations serving a 50,000 people crowd plus more, understaffed security, understaffed medical. The amount of people that these specifications, these numbers have to go through before it receives an okay is ridiculous to me, that it was still given the thumbs up. Looking at this before it even happens, it looks like a breeding ground for disaster. Apparently, some of the healthcare workers who were actually at the event said that they were undersupplied. No AED, no stretcher, no gloves, no ambu bag. So we already have an overcrowded event with understaffing, and now we don't have enough supplies to take care of the people if there is a crisis. And that's just referencing the people who died. There were hundreds of people who were injured, but the number of people whose lives were put in jeopardy in a situation like this is well into the thousands. The show organizers, Live Nation, Houston, Harris County, we have to get through this many systems before this show is even given the okay. And it still got the okay, knowing how it looks. That
the only thing that like abso-fucking-lutely, without a doubt, puts Travis Scott like I think beyond a reasonable doubt at fault is if the cops and the EMTs reached out to Live Nation to stop the event, as they are saying now, 8 minutes in, and then the show went on for another hour, then he 1000%, if he heard from a fucking stage manager or someone to fucking stop the production and refuse to do so, that's really fucked up. Like if he's informed of casualties and continued the concert, then yes, it is insanely morally abhorrent, irresponsible, and he will probably fucking like literally face incitement to riot as he has in the past, and also on top of that face like criminal penalties. As someone who's done medical work for large sports events like Ironman, it absolutely is unacceptable to have none of that equipment.
To the side for a moment, I just wanted to address the fan base. Travis Scott has fans similar to what you might think a Lil Uzi has, a Playboy Cardi. People who listen to this type of music, who think, you know, it's rage music. I mean, I hate that term. I want them to just see this the next time you think about paying for a show, and to do more research about where a show is located, the amount of people that are going to be there, the tickets that are sold, and how the artist.
Yesterday was cops lied, don't believe everything they said. Now that they're saying it's Travis' fault, they believe it. I mean, if they went to fucking Live Nation, that's like easier to fucking track than just straight up being like, we have we can't confirm yet, but like some crazed drug user might have been dosing everyone with fentanyl by jabbing people. That's a little bit fucking beyond the pale and like more similar to the way cops lie versus like something that is incredibly easily trackable, that they literally went to fucking Live Nation and wanted the concert to stop immediately.
Promotes it. Travis Scott literally said, P.S. show is sold out, but I finessed a bit more for y'all. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you allow even more people at a show that's already overpopulated in your hometown? There are going to be plenty of people out there that are going to say Travis Scott should serve no responsibility, should serve no blame for this situation. If you look at the history, right? Travis Scott has had a history of encouraging and allowing his fan base, his concert goers, to ignore security, ignore protocol, and jump barricades.
By the way, for people saying money, that's like, dude, I don't even like Travis Scott. It just feels like I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying. But like, as far as, you know, as far as people sneaking into a fucking venue or whatever, if I'm ever doing a venue or if I'm ever doing a fucking live event and you have the opportunity to get into it for free, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say anything right now, but like, you know what I mean? This is where top 40 folks, no, I'm talking about encouraging people to jump barricades and shit. That's what I'm referencing. As far as live events goes, that's an artist's bread and butter. So it 1000% is about the money. It 1000% is partially because like you know, this is it. Like that's why you overbook a venue. That's why you fucking overcrowd. That's why you do all this shit. I was just talking about like, you know, if you're able to, I don't know, get better seats or better access for free, I'm not gonna fucking fault that.
Stampede the front stage, putting the lives of the security staff in jeopardy, putting the lives of the medical staff in jeopardy, putting the lives of your own concert goers in jeopardy for the feeling or emotion that you have in a show in the moment. When you have a history of encouraging this type of behavior, it's going to follow you. It's going to grow and evolve. It's not just going to dissipate. People are going to remember Travis Scott's cool with us doing that. Remember his show from 5 years ago, from 4 years ago, from 3 years ago, where he told us that we could just ignore security and just start a mosh pit, start a riot? You remember when he told us that before? We can do it again. And then you see that he's allowing more people at a show that's already looking overcrowded. Maybe the artist just shows up and they don't look at any of the specifications, the numbers. They don't look at where they're performing, even though I find that extremely hard to believe. For safety measures, I would assume that they would be told something, because even the artists live themselves are at jeopardy when you have this many people at a show. That's why I said I don't want to attend shows that traditionally have a younger crowd, because younger crowds are typically easily influenced even by something that is a horrible suggestion by the artists themselves. Now we have tweets that are coming out from other people saying that Travis Scott is the one who is looking at people as they've been carried out and he's being unresponsive and continuing the show. This clip, for instance, in context, is actually not as damaging as it looks. Travis Scott was stopping the show periodically to allow people to be carried out when it was a little bit more calm.
So this is what we saw. That makes it so much worse, in my opinion. If he fucking saw people, okay? If he saw people that were being carried out and it wasn't like lights blinding him or anything, and he just straight up was like, all right, we're going to stop it periodically instead of stopping it altogether, that to me is an indication that he is aware that shit is fucking seriously gone wrong. Okay? No, you turn the fucking lights on, you stop the music, and you say, everybody, in a calm and collective manner, we have some EMTs that are coming in, and they are going to help people out. And he did not fucking do that. And instead, he sang to a fucking fan that was being crowd surfed out of there towards the EMTs. You know what I mean? That's nuts. Okay, you saw people, but this video that Worldstar and TMZ people posted, he says he has no idea the fuck. No, look, the reason why I'm saying this is because, or the reason why I brought up like the artist perspective at a situation like this is because like that is a chaotic moment. Okay, that is a chaotic moment. It's a chaotic situation. People are fucking feral, bro. People are literally fucking feral. Okay, they do not know how to go to concerts anymore. COVID fucking broke people's brains. They're like literally eating each other's faces in fucking airports and shit. But an artist in a situation like that, could not be aware. He could be thinking like, this is the normal type of shit that happens on concerts. But if he's already fucking stopped it at that point, then he should be fully stopping it rather than like, you know, stopping it a little bit and humming. Because once you acknowledge it, once you recognize that the situation is fucked up, you definitely have the responsibility to stop it.
Trying to wait for security to give them the okay to start back up again. But after so many people being injured and carried out, you should just stop the show. You should just stop, because you don't want more people to continue to be hurt. You have too many people in this particular area at one time. You need to call off the show. At some point, it's no longer about entertainment. It's about...
Top said to continue the concert, you cannot just close when you got 50,000 and over 50,000 individuals. He said we have to worry about riots when you have a group that's young.
Safety. If you stop your show more than 2 times to allow someone to be carried out, you need to take into account this is probably going to keep happening as my show gets more and more.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like I said, if he had never stopped the show, this is worse than anything else. If he had never stopped the show and he like literally didn't have a fucking idea of what the fuck was going on, and he thought like, you know, some people are like, you know, dehydrated or some shit like that, because that happens regularly in concerts, and like EMTs will you know, address the situation and whatnot. But if he is, you literally cannot just stop the show while people are still there. They're gonna freak the fuck out. Dude, you are insane. Okay, you are wrong. It has happened many times in the past. The only reason why we are not talking about those times is because people didn't die, because someone correctly did the right thing and stopped the fucking show. Shut the fuck up. You're just wrong. You're literally just wrong. Okay. My only take on this was like, look, if he fucking did not know reasonably that that like people were not in a good situation and they were being harmed or whatever, then he's not gonna fucking stop the music because he doesn't know. But it seems like he does. So
more hype. It's not worth it. The people in the crowd are basically at the mercy of how the crowd is moving. Meaning, if you want to move independent from a crowd of thousands and thousands of people, you won't be able to. You have to go where they're going. You have to move where they're moving. If they move forward, you have to move forward, unless you're at the very back, which no one wants to be. And I'm telling people who are watching this video, you should be a certain height when you're going to certain shows. I wouldn't even recommend you go to certain shows unless you're at least 5'10". Last but certainly not least are clearly the concert goers themselves, the people that are just so willing to ignore any safety protocols, ignore any restrictions, any guidelines. People who are so excited at the idea of entertainment that are so willing to ignore anything possibly going on anywhere else, but so desperately want to live in the moment that they're willing to ignore the possibility of anyone behind them getting injured, being walked and run over. At some point, you have to have a level of accountability for yourself and for the common folk around you. Like, yo, maybe these rules are in place not because they want to control us, but because people need to be safe. Everyone isn't built the same. It shouldn't have to be that unique of a thing for you to be able to tap the person next to you and be like, yo, tap the person next to you, say there's an emergency, and for that information to be received in a very
holy shit, they had the horsies out, dude. That's wild. That's wild, dude.
Time frame so that everyone can look around and be like, yo, we gotta chill. But no one's paying attention because the concert matters more.
Travis deleted a tweet about sneaking people in at a concert a few months ago. Dude, yeah, that stuff, listen, between you and I, you know, and the 31,659 people that are watching, that sort of stuff is like, that's not a fucking reason to be like, oh my God, he's like morally responsible for this. The real reason why he's morally responsible for this is because he was aware and he didn't fucking stop the show. Okay? It's not like a fucking, that's like That's him like actually being like, I do care about my fans. Like I will fucking sneak you in to the show. Okay? Like shut the fuck up. Like you're pointing to a deleted tweet about him like sneaking fans in is not like, stop. Yeah, someone correctly pointed this out. You are diluting the issue with your bad takes. Okay? You are literally diluting the issue with your bad takes. If your goal is to say, like, I think Travis Scott is responsible, pointing to him being like, he snuck fans in or whatever the fuck, is just like, okay, yeah, he did that. Wow, a bad guy. Okay? Bad fucking guy. Wow, a bunch of narcs in the chat, dude. Just like when I run a fucking top of the hour ad break, the first of the day, I tell you different methods of avoiding the ad break. Okay? Because I don't want you to watch an ad. Sorry, it's just the truth. I don't want you to fucking watch an ad. So I tell you there's things that you can do. Some of those things I can't tell you anymore, but I used to tell you. You already know what those things are. And then other methods like fucking subscribing with $5 subscription or for free with a fucking Twitch Prime. Okay? Did you sneak into a cinema once as a kid and now have to defend this issue law? No, I just like... I don't care about like artists fucking you know, hooking lucky fans up and shit like that. I don't think that's like not. Why delete the tweet now then? Yes, probably because many people are using it to be like, this is what's going on. The real problem there is that he didn't fucking stop the concert. That's the real problem. He did not stop the concert after he figured out that people were being escorted out and being fucking crowd surfed. That's unacceptable, dude. That's completely unacceptable. Not as unacceptable as like going through a fucking 1 minute ad break, which I'm going to serve to you right now. Like I said, Twitch Prime is free as long as you have an Amazon Prime. It'll help you avoid the ads if you would like to no longer see them. But here's the ad break now. Like, motherfuckers be like, oh, dude, he used to sneak fans into his venues. It's like, yeah, dude, that's as damning as like Live Nation overbooking and in like selling, 10,000 extra tickets, dude. Let me think, which one is worse? Travis Scott looking the other way to allow his fans to get a better fucking view of the concert venue, or like Live Nation overbooking it with 10,000 extra fucking tickets? I don't know. Which one will contribute more to the fucking craziness, dude? What do you think you think he has like this like secret cloak where he like made invisible 10,000 fucking fans? Is that what happened and he snuck them in? No. Shut up. I'm a fan of Travis, but he does encourage this type of recklessness. One of his fans in the past jumped from the second story balcony and became paralyzed. You can hear him telling him to do it. Yeah, I mean, he's an asshole for sure. That's really fucked up. What this dude is talking about is the kind of shit that happens at metal concerts. Mosh pits, walls of death have really good codes of conduct where people want to take care of each other. This type of thing happens in a situation without camaraderie. Dude, people get fucking brutalized at things like that too. I don't know why you guys are making it seem like you're comparing the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst to here. This is Linkin Park. This is the clip that's like going around.
Hey, yo, hold up. Yo, we got a little problem up here.
Pick him up right
Everybody
now.
up. Sorry, you guys. We gotta look out for safety first, for real. Nobody gets hurt. That's number one.
Hey, yo.
We'll play this shit, the whole shit again if you guys get up, if you guys are all right.
There's a video of Travis literally telling the crowd to beat someone up because they took his shoe too. There's a lot of videos from this thing. It's a fucking major event. And people were saying that Travis Scott was telling people to beat up a 10-year-old baby. Yo, beat that 10-year-old's ass. Like, no, he fucking wasn't doing that, okay? That's nuts.
Okay, watch yourselves.
Hey, yo, man. We know we've been stressing all night about being cool, and this is the reason why. Let's go over it one more time. When someone falls, what do you do?
When someone falls, what do?
The whole thing was a demonic ritual, but we're not ready for... Barack Obama said the whole thing was a demonic ritual, but we're not ready for that convo. Yeah, brother. Dude, the thing about Travis Scott concerts is that, like, it literally does look demonic. Okay? The aesthetic is demonic. It's all about fucking raging. It looks like that Faustian fucking, you know... The Travis Scott, like... The Travis Scott, like, imagery... unironically looks like that devil, the looking with the big mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Can someone find me that shit? It literally does. It does. It straight up does look demonic as fuck. Travis fans are tweeting this of him stopping a concert. Yeah, so that is not as like good as the Travis fans think this is. That means he is capable of stopping a fucking concert, and he did it. So it's kind of worse, I think.
Everybody over here, take a step back. If you're on this side, I took 2 steps back to the.
This literally destroys like 90% of the arguments that Travis Simps are fucking making about like how he didn't know. There was no reason why he could have, and all this other shit. So the reality is, like, I want you guys to see where I'm coming from. It's also a smaller venue for sure, but the reality is, like, these things are super chaotic. Okay, these events are super chaotic. It's literally like supposed to be controlled chaos. Okay, so obviously there's going to be things that go awry in situations like this. Always. That's normal. It just happens. You know, in a festival organizer's like sole purpose for the most part is to ensure that like that is minimized or completely does not happen at all. And the worst possible situation is when people die, especially 8 young people who went to the Travis Scott concert. Like that is the worst of the worst thing that could happen, right? And my point is, you know, he has the capability. He has done this in the past. He should have done that there. I did not know what level of information he had, judging by bits and pieces of clips. I did not know that he was already stopping the concert but just kept going, stopping to like let people in and kept going over and over and over again. That makes it so much worse, in my opinion. It makes it so much worse, in my opinion, because like, oh, here, this is what I was going to show. Yeah, literally. Oh, fuck. Fiona, you scared the fuck out of me, girl. What the fuck? Yeah, this. Look at this. Literally, dude. No, he's not saying who told me to stop. That's wrong. That's fucking misinfo, dude. You're wrong. He's not saying who told me to stop. He's saying put both your hands up or some shit. I forget what he actually is saying there. But he's not saying who told me to stop. That's like, but it doesn't matter. He's saying put your hands in the sky or some shit. Like it's clear that he's saying that too. Watch the clip. He literally said that. Oh my fucking God. None of this matters. I already think he's at fault, dude. I already think because he knew that it was like shit was fucked up and he kept going. Okay. I don't know why you have like additional brain rot where you have to be like, he's lying. He's saying who told me to stop, kill the man. Like I already think that he's at fault. The moment that he knows that fucking people are like, the moment that he is like already aware that people are being like escorted out and he just keeps going, that's he's already fucking absolutely at fault. You don't have to like go back and you know, make shit up. He did not say it, dude. It's so fucking stupid. So your point is he personally wanted people to die for ritualistic reasons? Really? No, dumbass. I don't believe in that occult shit, you idiot. I'm simply stating that like anyone who does believe in any of that are going to literally look at this and go, this is it. It's going to break people's brains. Defending millionaires again, I see. Class solidarity. I mean, this is literally criminal negligence. Travis Scott also left his former manager for dead when he had a seizure and then fired him because he didn't vibe with epileptics. Wait, what? The fuck is that, dude? Racist EDM metal fans self-reporting, and I'll just say it, some genres lack culture more than others. Bro, that tweet has one fucking like, dude. You are literally... That tweet has one retweet and one like. What? Why? If you're going to make a point about, like, people being racist towards rap music concert goers, then, like, at least find something that's, like, a little bit more... You can find someone with any opinion on the internet. You know that, right? Anyway. Travis has literally told fans to beat up a guy for stealing his shoes during a concert. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. I want to finish this thing. Here. Here he is, stopping another concert.
You got him? You got him? Huh? Yo, let's get a medic up here. Oh, y'all got him. I just want to make sure you make it out okay. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta make sure you make it out okay. Y'all make some...
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that concerts can potentially stop? And the artist, when he stops the music in the middle of a fucking concert or a festival, could actually stop without, like, riots ensuing? That's so odd, man. What a weird thing. Why are fucking, like, Travis Scott fans, like, literally self-reporting this if they're posting this? This just completely destroys their fucking argument.
Make some noise for that radio. Make some noise. Make some noise.
Are you got the wrong take on this clip, bro? Wait, what? I got the wrong take on this clip. I got the right take. My fucking point is literally that, like, artists do have the capability of doing that. Stopping concerts. Travis Scott himself has the capability of doing that, and he didn't do it. And the reason why I originally thought he didn't do it was because I thought, like, it's, you know, these things are super fucking chaotic. And he did not realize the severity of the situation. But now that I know that he literally fucking stopped the concert midway through multiple times, but then kept it going for another fucking hour, well, now he did know. So he has no fucking reason not to stop it permanently. That's nuts. The only reason is a financial reason, okay? You don't want to stop it because you don't want to refund tickets. You don't want to stop it because this shit's being live streamed on Apple. Okay, that's the reason why in that moment, and you're also probably high as fuck thinking like you're high off the adrenaline, you're like, you know, ready to fucking perform and shit. He stopped in a smaller venue. On the bigger venue is more difficult to see. Bro, I know, but he did see and he did stop. He just didn't stop permanently, and that's my point. So therefore, looking at the fact that, one, Travis Scott has stopped concerts in smaller venues in the past when he found out that like a fan is like not in a good position, and two, the fact that Travis Scott stopped this festival, the Astroworld concert, the headline on the first night, stopped it briefly, but did not stop it permanently when shit was completely out of control, implies that, you know, he could have prevented it and he didn't.
More than the lives. Horrible crowd, horrible venue, horrible organizers, horrible jurisdiction, horrible response from the artist, in my opinion. I'm not saying this is Travis Scott's fault for those deaths, but I'm saying that you should be able to, in real time, look at a situation and determine whether or not it is going to get worse. Knowing the type of behavior that you've encouraged, maybe not created, but encouraged with your past behavior, you should be able to predict, hey, this isn't probably gonna go well. I'm a huge artist.
HasanAbi, stop being racist. Why don't you talk about the metal bands? What? Dude, you're fucking weirdo, dude. Like, I already did. I said that this shit happens at concerts regularly. It happens at smaller venues. It happens in large venues. It happens in festivals regularly. What the fuck are you talking about? I am not like if you think that I'm doing this or I have like even a crumb of like fucking bias here because Travis Scott is black and also a rapper, you are psychotic, okay? That's insane. Like, that is a completely fucking insane, psychotic thing. Are there actually fucking racist dudes out there that are literally using this as an opportunity? Yes, there are. There are. Are there people who are saying even that, like, oh, this never happens at fucking rock music venues or whatever the fuck, and it only happens at rap for some reason? They're also wrong. Like, this does happen at rock concerts. You just don't fucking hear about it partially because it doesn't get to this level. Okay?
I have a ton of success. I'm in my hometown. People are already getting injured. I've already said that I've gone against protocol myself as the person who can have a huge deciding factor in whether we continue the show or not, and I'm still gonna keep it going? No, I'm sorry. You can't get that one off. I know for a fact there were people that were unresponsive and probably already dead while the concert was still happening. And there were enough people that said, fuck that, my experience in this fun matters more than this person that could possibly be dying next to me. It's insane. Concert culture is not a good culture to me. Y'all just be mindful of this the next time you plan on seeing a big artist, a huge artist. Look at the artist's background, what they've promoted in the past, if they've always abided by safety regulations, if they've always prioritized the lives of their concert goers. You need to consider these things because you are very, very likely putting your own life in danger just by trying to go have a good time. Businesses like Live Nation that don't care one fuck about any of the people that are attending but care about their bottom line the most, and people like the artists themselves that are somewhat negligent and are willing to ignore the safety and the risk associated with allowing their fan base to do whatever it is that they want and go crazy and quote unquote rage at their shows. The situation was handled horribly on all sides in my opinion, and rethink the next time you want to go.
Yeah.
All heard by now, but last night Travis Scott's Astroworld concert was a disaster.
What's going on with this fucking? Why is Charlie's video having like latency issues, dude? I've seen shows that get shut down with the fire department 3 songs in when people are getting hurt in the crowd. Band didn't say shit. They were sent off stage by the fire department, and the fans were sent away. Not to take the blame from Travis, but where the mountain police from earlier? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's definitely a fucking breakdown in communication, and the parties that normally would deal with the situation like this, deal with a chaotic situation like this, did not deal with it. They fucking dropped the ball, it seems like. And I don't know where the buck stops. Like, I don't know if they actually tried to get fucking Travis to stop and he was like, nah, fuck that, I'm still going. I don't know if the Live Nation producers that like the police informed or the fire marshal informed were like, nah, fuck that, we're going to keep going, and did not adequately communicate that to Travis Scott. So there you go. There are a lot of issues. A lot of it revolves still around like the organizers, okay? Not the police, sorry, the fire marshal. But a lot of the issues revolve around the organizing, especially with respect to like, you know, understaffing the event, overbooking the event, not being able to control the event. There were numerous accounts of like EMTs not knowing what the fuck they were doing down there. Like they fucking hired like, I don't know, some shit ass third party EMT company. It's always like in the profit margins. You can always look to any sort of like big venue or any sort of big event that was like any sort of like big situation like this and directly find the profit margin at play. Okay, when you're hiring when you're understaffing, when you're, you know, when you're not getting like the most adequate care, when you don't put fucking water you know, when you don't have like drug testing centers or enough like enough bathrooms even, or enough fucking water stations. Like these are all factors that literally account into a festival completely fucking falling apart. Okay? Yo, I used to film Fest for Live Nation. They're absolute worst company. I've seen them beat up innocent, intoxicated kids for no reason, but asking for help. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you realize that HasanAbi is not saying Travis is 100% responsible? He's saying he's a piece of the puzzle, as he's doing once again. He's explaining the other pieces, which is hugely fucked puzzle. Use your fucking brains. Yeah, well, no, because we're on the internet. And when we're on the internet, it means either someone is 100% directly responsible, directly at fault, it's only their fault, or they're 100% absolved and directly not at fault and totally just never have sinned ever in their entire lives, okay? And also, you're racist. Plus you're white, plus ratio. It's just, it's so fucking annoying. Like, I can never look at like a complicated situation and try to break it down, which is literally my fucking job, without people jumping up my ass and just being like, dude, give me what I want, which is say the thing that I feel, okay? But use your big words when you explain the thing that I feel so that I can repeat that to my friends and own them in the marketplace of ideas. And if you don't do that for me, I'm going to be pissed the fuck off, dude, okay?
First seen in Houston at a growing makeshift memorial outside the site of that concert disaster. People leaving flowers to remember the victims. What happened is now the subject of a criminal investigation as authorities try to sort out what led to 8 deaths and dozens injured, some still hospitalized.
And 50,000 people were in the audience that night at the Travis concert. Friday night, when some surged forward, compressing the crowd at the front of the venue into a dangerous crush of bodies, unable to move, some unable even to breathe, and now so many questions yet to be answered.
And among those questions, how long did it take to stop the concert?
The greatest article of all time was from People magazine. Pregnant Kylie Jenner was safe in an event that, where 8 concert goers died. I'm like, thank God, dude. People's magazine, which also included another article, another headline, an incredible one about how Chris Pratt went to sleep upset because of tweets. They've just been firing some of the best fucking articles, dude. I mean, wow. Like, what an incredible fucking take, dude. Thank God. Thank fucking God, dude. That's some fucking good ass journalism right there, dude. It's just what I want to know. People were getting on top of the cars that were trying to rescue. Yeah, that's one fucking dude who was like an asshole, okay? Fuck that guy, okay? Throw that guy in jail just for funsies. But like, if you think that one guy is the reason why, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you cannot point to a single individual, okay, and be like, that's the reason why this shit fell apart. That's psychotic, dude. Like, okay, there was a guy who was standing on top of a fucking medical cart, okay? What was the medical cart supposed to do, like, if he wasn't on top of it? I mean, is he still at fault? Yes. But you're, like, singling out, like, random fucking people who, I mean, that guy is, like, very single-outable. He's a giant piece of shit. I mean, fuck that guy. And he's, like, literally trying to bank off the clout of, like, and claiming this is cancel culture. So yeah, absolutely fuck that guy. I mean, what a piece of shit. But also, if you're fucking pointing the finger of a blame at that like random dude, you're ridiculous. Yes, I know. This is the important part, okay? This is the important part. The cops knew that it was a mass casualty event 40 minutes before it stopped, and they decided not to stop it because the dumbass cops thought it would cause a riot. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. I thought that they actually fucking told the cops actually told the venue to stop it. They didn't? That makes it so much worse.
And how effective was security? Authorities saying more than 1,200 police officers and private guards were working the concert.
Dude, someone in the chat just said, did you just say there's no such thing as cancel culture at this moment? Like, I just broke a chatter's brain just then. Motherfucker, if you're doing criminal shit, like literally obstructing an EMT from like going and saving people, that's criminal, okay? That's not cancel culture. You're a criminal. You have done a crime, okay? And I hope you go to jail. That's not cancel culture. That's called a crime. That's called doing a crime as a criminal, okay? Bro, I'm going to fucking prison, dog, for cancel culture. This is fucking bullshit. Yeah, cancel culture is when the government sets rules and regulations in an effort for society not to fucking collapse, and you refuse to abide by such rules and regulations. Oh man, I can't believe it's cancel culture that I'm going to jail for murdering someone, bro. This is bullshit. I am a victim of cancel culture. It's just like, it doesn't mean anything anymore. People just fucking lie about everything. People just like attribute everything to cancel culture because like it's the #1 reflexive fucking defense. And all you dumbasses are like, yeah, I'm gonna be canceled too at my job at Jiffy Lube. Yeah, bitch. Cancel culture will impact you. It won't impact fucking, Travis Scott. It'll impact you. It's called when your fucking boss fires you for literally any reason whatsoever. That's what the real cancel culture is. When you're a fucking Netflix worker and you get fired from your job for starting a movement within Netflix because you're fucking upset about the Dave Chappelle special. That's the real cancel culture. Not fucking Dave Chappelle getting $20 million and people being like, yeah, this sucked. Your fucking stand-up special was dog shit. Oh man, it's cancel culture. Yeah, dude. I love when people make like shitty products. Okay? I love when people just make shitty products, and as long as they say, oh man, criticizing that shit product is cancel culture, they can get away with it. Dumbasses. Okay.
And Houston's police chief also addressing one disturbing possibility that individuals were injecting strangers with drugs. ABC's Marcus Moore is at the concert site this morning and joins us live with the latest. Marcus, good morning.
Well, Gio, good morning. You can see the growing memorial just behind me here at the park, right outside the park where this concert was happening. And there is so much pain here in Houston this morning and unanswered questions about how so many people were killed and critically injured, including children.
This morning, a criminal investigation is underway as we learn more.
So hold on. There's like some TOS, I think. Travis Scott thinks revolution is when you insult the security of a concert he paid for. Police say Narcan was using a security officer at Astroworld who passed out and had a prick on his neck that looked like a possible injection. Yes, I saw that as well. I don't know. That could have fucking happened. Okay, I don't think that's the main narrative is that like that is the reason why people went buck wild, because they got scared because someone was just like fucking boom 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 clapping people up. And I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's the case. I don't think that is the case. Okay. You believe in conspiracy again? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I don't believe in conspiracy theories. Shut your mouth. We'll know more details soon, okay? I don't know. Don't know what the deal is, okay? But I think personally, from my experiences going to concerts and whatnot, it is more likely that there was someone fucking handing out like a bad batch, like a really fucking bad batch of drugs, rather than someone like fucking injecting people with a syringe. Okay? Like randomly. Like a goddamn assassin. That's all I'm stating. That is all I am stating. Nothing more than that. Like, anyway, let's keep going.
About the lives lost during the pandemonium at this Texas music festival.
Okay, hold on, I'm going to hide some of this.
8 people dead. The youngest victim, just 14 years old. Overnight, one victim identified as Brianna Rodriguez, a 16-year-old high school junior, and 21-year-old Franco Patino, an engineering student at the University of Dayton. Approximately 50,000 people attending global superstar Travis Scott's sold-out festival in Houston, when authorities say the crowd began surging the stage. One fan seen here being lifted off the ground and carried out. 300 people had to be treated. Fans reporting having to gasp for air, crushed in the crowd.
I could feel myself like if I was drowning underwater, like I was gasping for air and I couldn't get it, and I was screaming like I've never screamed before, and nobody could hear me.
Her husband laying on top of her, shielding her from the onslaught of people.
It was very hard and scary, but I just laid on her to make sure nobody stepped on her head or her face, but she kept on screaming.
Scott pausing his show when he noticed a fan in distress seen in this Apple Music live stream.
See, that's what I mean. That's what's fucked up about it, bro. He literally stopped the show. Like, he should have just... the moment that you stop the show, it's like, oh, dude, this is fucked up. This is way worse than I thought it was. We should stop the show completely. You see what I'm saying, chat? Do you understand why I think it's like he is at fault here? This is the reason. Travis Scott sacrifices fans at concert for Kylie Jenner's vaginal discharge. Yeah. That's something I'm not going to watch, okay? That just seems... What the fuck, dude? I'm definitely not watching that. I feel dirty clicking on that link. Like, even hovering over it just made me feel dirty.
Somebody help him. Somebody passed out right here. Somebody passed out right here. Hold on, don't touch him, don't touch him. Everybody just back up.
The crowd would shift one way and then shift the other way. And then at some points, you know, you'd be like your shoulders were so like tight that like sometimes your like feet would be off the ground and you're just like moving.
Just 5 minutes into Scott's set, concert goer Ryan Kushner couldn't breathe and desperately tried to move away.
It was terrifying when I'm trying to walk out and I knew a drop was coming.
Bro, this dude is literally wearing his Cactus Jack beanie after the fucking... Bro, Zoomers are literally at a different level, okay? My lord, Zoomers, what the fuck? Yo, Aiden Ross fans are just... They're operating on a different playing field, okay? They're just not... If I almost died in my beanie, I would rock that shit forever.
And I could hear that it was about to happen, and I knew I was about to get sucked right back into another pit and get crushed all over again.
Kushner says someone ran into the medical tent in a panic, alerting the staff to possible deaths.
They just came over and said, there's bodies, dead bodies in the pit, and y'all need to go and do something about this.
The chaos overwhelming. Police saying one officer at the concert was trying to restrain a person and had to be revived with the opioid antidote Narcan after he reported feeling a prick in his neck.
He was revived in the medical...
The cops are notoriously fucking sussy little bakas when it comes to reporting anything that revolves around Narcan. So that's why I was like, I don't know about that, okay? Or not Narcan, sorry, EpiPen. Or fucking not EpiPen, fentanyl. Jesus Christ. Like ODing on fentanyl because I touched it. All this other shit, like tactile fentanyl ODs. It's the same as like I went to a fast food restaurant and like they spat in my drink because I knew I was a cop. Like those are... Whenever I hear stories from a cop that revolves around fentanyl, or a story from a cop that revolves around like fast food chains, like disrespecting them, immediately I'm like, Sorry, that's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've seen this so many fucking times. And I've known that this is like an untrue, physically impossible fucking story that you're describing so many times that like, that's something fires off in my brain about that. Okay. Sorry, EpiPen for fentanyl. No, I just said the wrong word. Shut up.
Staff did notice a prick that was similar to a prick that you would get if somebody's trying to inject.
And then there was ICU nurse Madeline Eskins. She thought her life was over, asking her boyfriend to tell her son she loves him.
I really didn't think I was going to.
By the way, I'm just saying, like, that could be true. That story could be true. Some fucking isolated incident or some dude that's like, yeah, that could be a real story. Don't get me wrong. I just, like, it's a little sussy, though.
If I wouldn't, and then I fainted.
After waking up, springing right into action.
I was like, okay, well, I'm an ICU nurse. Like, let me help. I'm just trying to go around, trying to control the chaos as much as I can.
Overnight, Scott speaking out on Instagram, saying he is devastated.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. My fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience.
I gotta pee.
I could just never imagine the severity of the situation.
Positive experience. I never want to leave them with an experience where they're murdered. It's good.
Live Nation, that hosted this event, released a statement saying that it's heartbroken by what happened here and pledged to work with investigators as they search for answers. It took about 40 minutes for the concert to be stopped after the first report of trouble. The police chief said yesterday during a news conference that with 50,000 people in one spot, trying to clear the area too quickly could cause a riot. But he did say that the area was ultimately cleared relatively swiftly. But guys, this morning, everyone at that news conference said that the people who lost loved ones deserve answers as to what happened here. Juju.
Marcus, thank you. So many unanswered questions ahead. Thank you. And joining us now are two people who survived the ordeal at that Travis Scott concert, 19-year-old Kaya Reedus and former Marine Lucas Nakarati. Good morning to you both. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Kaya, let me begin with you. I know you were there with a friend. When did you first sense that something was going terribly wrong?
About 20 minutes before he came out.
And what were you seeing in the crowd?
I looked behind me and there was no opening to get out. It was like there was just people on top of people, and it was just too much.
And Lucas, I know that you tried to help people along the way. You're a strong guy, clearly, but it took you crushed into the crowd as well.
Right, yeah, I was definitely crushed, and it was just so intense to where you couldn't even scratch your face no matter how hard you tried. Whatever position you were stuck in, regardless of what you did.
And Lucas, I know you shared video with us, and you could see how tightly packed the crowd was. How close were you to the front, and how much were people crowded in together?
I would say I was about at least 100 feet from the front. So I was towards the middle, near where the camera people were at, and we were just packed beyond belief. So even at that point, I guess that was one of the more intense parts of the crowd, since it was towards the middle.
And you were a former
everyone
Marine?
Just trying to rush into there.
Right. Lucas, you're a former Marine. I know that you stopped to help people, give them CPR at one point. How difficult and dangerous was this situation?
The first person that I gave CPR to, it was just this girl was just screaming for her life. And
for the record, like, people who have been like, COVID, these venues, these festivals, like, I mean, even Complex Con yesterday, require you to either have a vaccine, be vaccinated and show your vaccine pass, or have a negative COVID test in like the last 24 to 72 hours. So all of them are fucking, like they take like a lot of, that's, the precautions are basic. Oh shit, it's in Texas. I actually don't know. I do not know what the Astroworld ones were. It's Texas. They probably fucking literally yell at you if you're vaccinated. People stormed in because of those checkpoints? Of course they did, bro. I will not be muzzled, brother. It's Texas. What the fuck are you talking about? You LA Andy?
I looked over to her. I grabbed her towards the end, towards the back of the crowd. And when I found a spot to where I could lay her down and start doing it, she just wasn't responding. I checked her pulse, I checked everything. I started giving her CPR. After about a minute and a half, she came back. And another girl saw her, started taking over. I looked over to my right to look for a security guard. There was a guy just getting completely stomped on. I just put my shoulder down and just rushed into the crowd and I think I just like trucked like 2 people. I took out the second guy. The second guy was pretty much dead as I got him. I tried for like a minute and a half. People started walking all over me. People started walking all over him. So I did CPR for as long as I could until I felt like my life was now at risk. And I just went to go look for a security guard or medic, but that guy didn't respond at all. I'm pretty sure he was just dead already.
Lucas, that is so traumatic, and you're describing such heroic behavior. Kaya, I know somebody came out, a stranger helped you get out once you fell to the ground, right?
They did that at ACL. You're right. Chad is horny to hate Texans. Yeah, my guy saved 2 people and killed 2 people. I saw videos of people flooding into the concert, breaking through the fences. Those people were not checked for COVID. They could have been passing like VIP checkpoints. I don't know if that was like the COVID checkpoint. Motherfuckers literally have never been to a concert. I feel like you see like someone breaking through a barrier and you think, oh, they're running in through like the main door. Half the time they're like, there are barriers everywhere in a concert. You know that, right? Like there are VIP only areas. There are artist only areas. There's like different layers of fucking security and protocol for each individual area. When you see someone fucking breaking through a barrier in a concert, that doesn't automatically mean they broke through the COVID checkpoint. They might have. But like, don't immediately assume that.
Yes, he did. He came out of nowhere.
But again, people like running through barriers, people running in through the barriers and like getting into a concert is again nowhere near as damning as straight the fuck up overbooking. Okay, you've never skipped security at a festival. I would never do that. I'm a rule abider. I would never break rules. I've never jumped the fence, dude. What? That would be breaking the rules.
He just like picked me up, but I'm thankful that he did.
And what was it like when you were on the ground trying to claw your way up? I heard descriptions that were absolutely harrowing.
It was like nothing I've ever like felt before. Like you couldn't even feel anything because you were just in a panic. Like you knew that you had to get out, but it was like, how do you get out of a place that there's no way to get out? Like I'm a pretty tall girl, pretty big girl, and like it was hard.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
Hard for me to get out, and like if it wasn't have been for him.
Oh. But isn't promoting ad block the equivalent of getting past security of the ads that we must watch at the top of the hour, you mean? Because at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break that comes and goes, right? Well, I don't promote ad block anymore. I don't even know what ad block is, chatter. But I do know that at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. Now, of course, if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5, or you can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. Yeah, it is early. I am giving you the early fucking hit. It's this video. You're so wrong about this, but watch this instead. Wait, what? It has not been an hour. I've been counting. Anyway, at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5, or you can do that for free with a Twitch Prime. That's right. If you have an Amazon Prime account connected to your Twitch account, you get 1 free Prime subscription a month. Use it here. There are other methods of avoiding the ad as well. I'm not going to tell you how, though, because I've gotten in trouble. Okay? There you go. Here's the 1-minute ad break now.
I wouldn't have got out of there.
Well, Lucas, Kaya, thank you both so much for joining us. I know there's a lot of trauma to be healed. We hope you're both well, and take care.
Do you control when the ads are ran? I do control when the ads are on. Okay, we saw the fucking woke Microsoft. All right.
8 people died.
This is the last thing we're going to look at. Penguins, though, okay?
300 others were injured, and 11 of them suffered cardiac arrest. I first heard the news while streaming, and I didn't even know what the fuck to think. It was so baffling. Just an absolutely horrible situation all around. When I first heard about the 11 cardiac arrest victims, I didn't even know what the fuck could...
Hi, Hasan. I subscribe so you know I'm rural. I just want you to know we're watching you. I don't know when we are, but we're watching. Big eye on you. Woo, boo, woo. What? Hasan? Hasan, you deserve to hang out with your friends and fuck and get drunk as much as everyone else. Why the fuck are you streaming? I love you, man, but you occupy a weird middle ground. That won't work so well when you're 35. I am rural. Most sane chatter. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Be a fan.
Thank
Don't
you,
read deep into it.
Well, hey there, GMA.
He's just fucking day drinking, dude. It's not a big deal. You know, it happens.
No,
Oh, here. Let's watch what Travis Scott had to say.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need, I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, everyone to help us figure this out. So if you have any information, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers.
Bro, you guys think he put the black and white filter on to show everyone that this is a sad moment? Cause kind of wild that he put a black and white filter on his apology Instagram where he's like, yo, what's up? POV, you said let's keep on raging after seeing ambulances in our concert. At least it's not the dog filter. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. And I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on.
And this is like a multiple fucking videos in a row. So however many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times he swiped all the way to Tokyo. The black and white filter. He fucking literally, he filmed this and then 7 times he swiped all the way to make sure that they were all individually black and white. I just need you to understand how this works. Okay? He literally went flip, 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 flip. It films as one, you boomer. No, I know it films as one, but the filters don't fucking add to every single one of them. You have to put the fucking filter on afterwards, after you fucking shoot the Instagram video. Doing it right now. Right, I just did it. You have to slide after you fucking... I'm right. I don't know why. Bro, people who literally... You can record with the filter. No, this is not one of those filters, dude. This is not one of those like fucking dog filters. This is like a filter that you put after effect. We are literally doing, you know what's going on right now? If you're new in this community, this is called Haslighting, where chat is wrong and I'm right. And chat will be like, nah, dude, fuck that. Because they're thinking about Snapchat and not Instagram. Okay. So they're just basically going off this tangent, being like, no, I'm literally like, I'm right. But they're going to gaslight me into thinking that I'm wrong.
Love you all.
Could have caused that. I thought Light had gotten a hold of the death note and just started writing people's names in it at random at the concert. 11 heart attacks? His music isn't going that hard that it's just sending people to an early grave. Like, yeah, he had a pretty crazy Fortnite concert, I guess, but kids weren't dropping like flies because it was just giving them a heart attack. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I thought, like, okay, maybe there was like overdoses or like a shooter or something. Aliens invaded. Like, how the fuck are this many people getting hurt and dying at that concert? It wasn't until after stream where I looked into it, and it is truly disgusting how avoidable this whole thing was. So, first of all, it is Travis's fault. I see a lot of people defending him for some reason on social media. Travis Scott is just as much to blame for this tragedy as everyone else around him. I'm not going to share any videos for obvious reasons. It's really disturbing. There are just like golf cart ambulances going through the crowd with people dancing on top of them and preventing them from getting to people that needed assistance. There's videos of people performing CPR in mass on a bunch of bodies around them because people were just literally falling over unconscious, needing to be resuscitated. There's a video of Travis Scott who is looking at someone's body being crowd surfed towards the front to get it out of the way. It's this guy's body, and it's being pushed over everyone's head, and Travis Scott is looking at it and continues to sing. Now, that clip in particular is extremely popular and been floating around everywhere, but it's not the full clip. In the full clip, Travis Scott actually picks that guy out and tells security to pick him up and get him out.
This is the reason why I, like, wholeheartedly and completely was like, oh, no, he knew and he fucked up. Like, if there is like ambulances or whatever, or if there's like people fucking in the margins and the edges, like that are getting EMS or anything like that, that's one thing. But if Travis Scott himself personally saw that people were getting escorted out and he kept fucking singing, no shot. You're at fault. You are also responsible. Obviously, the organizers, the people that sold extra tickets, the people that did not fucking control the situation, the people that did not inform Travis Scott that he has to stop the music immediately, they too are at fault. But Travis Scott is also personally responsible for recognizing that, no, don't say the stage lights are blinding, you can't see this crowd. We already showed an instance where Travis Scott literally stopped the performance in the past. And also in this circumstance, you have to understand, he stopped the performance, as in he understood that there were people that were in a state of disarray, in a chaotic situation. He saw people that were already in pain. He saw his fans in pain. He clearly saw what the fuck was going on, and then he kept singing. You can't do that. Like, you just, when you notice that, like, there's straight up people getting fucking brutalized in front of you, I thought he had no idea. Okay? I thought he had no fucking clue. And that is a super chaotic situation, and it's on the fucking production behind the scenes, and it's on the stage manager behind the scenes to fucking inform the artist to literally stop. But he personally did see that. He personally did stop, which means despite all the fucking lights and shit like that, clearly he saw.
Out of there. He noticed that he was unconscious and security was working their best to get him out of there. But then he goes right back to singing as they're trying to get him out. So people immediately start like fucking bumping and grinding on the people that are trying to get the body out. They're literally twerking on the security.
I don't care about fucking him deleting tweets of him telling fans to break in. That stuff is seasoning. Who cares? That's stupid.
security guards trying to get a corpse out of there. And it doesn't make Travis look any better in my opinion, because it shows that he was very well aware that people were literally falling over unconscious at his
like even when I saw this video, I was like, this is such an insane situation that like maybe the lights were blinding him and he had no fucking idea, because it just like at first when you see it, you're like, no shot does any human that sees another human being that's a fan of his unconscious in front of his fucking eyes like continue to ignore and like hum him a lullaby, okay? In auto-tune as he's being crowd surfed to a fucking ambulance. Like that's not like what a human being would do. Well, guess what? Travis Scott did do that. I fucking literally thought that it's so beyond the pale that it's like not something that I was like, there's no ways. The lights probably were blinding him. He probably had no fucking idea. It just doesn't matter. He did, because he had stopped it already. Travis Scott and the Astroworld Festival organizers have been hit with their first lawsuit. They consciously ignore the extreme risks of harm to concert goers, and in some cases actively encourage and fomented dangerous behaviors. Get fucked? Wait, what? Why am I getting fucked? Did this guy just like come into right? I feel like sometimes people just like come into my chat and they don't read or they don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. They're like, yo, fuck you. I guess he's saying get fucked to Travis. You just added me before. I didn't mean you, bro. Oh, sorry. I mean, he added me right before, so that's why I thought he was talking about me.
Concert, and still continued to sing without trying to address it and maybe like giving it a break and trying to get the crowd reorganized so people would stop dying like that body he had just pointed out. Travis Scott from the stage can see the ambulance going through, and he did nothing to stop the concert. He didn't say, whoa, 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 let's all settle down. Let's go.
I've worked on stages. The lights don't blind you at all. Dude, you are so wrong. What the fuck are you talking about? It depends on how the lights are set up. What? What do you mean? What? That's just not true at all, dude. What? I've been on stages. Like, I've performed on stages. It is entirely dependent on, like, what the fuck, what you're talking about. Linda Ralu, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Get you a second to watch your boss lose his girl to Leo DiCaprio? Dude, why was I not invited to this, dude? Oh my God, dude. Dude, listen, I'm going to just say something here, okay? This is totally fucking not related to the issue that we were looking at and covering, but like, I just wouldn't fuck with Jeff Bezos in this way, okay? I like, if I knew Jeff Bezos had a new hot girlfriend, I would just stay away, okay? Because he has the power to murder you, dude. I mean, I guess like Leonardo DiCaprio is like the one guy that he can't kind of like murder and get away with. But like, he literally could murder you. Like, Jeff Bezos could assassinate you. You know what I mean? Like, if he wanted to, he could assassinate you. Straight up. He could literally assassinate you and get away with it. Thank you, Fluffy Jack Hammer, for the 5 get the subs. He got a heart attack gun aimed at him right now. Leo has always pulled and continues to. Bro, come on. This lady, Leonardo DiCaprio, is talking to her right now to be like, you have any daughters that are like, 19? You kidding me, dude? I don't think Leonardo DiCaprio has been inside of anything that is over the age of 26, okay? Are you out of your mind, dude? He's like way too old. Last time Leonardo DiCaprio was inside of something that was like over the age of 19 was a fucking bear, okay? For the movie Revenant. That's it. Okay, I'm done with the Leo jokes. All right, let's keep going. I hope you're wrong because this gross as fuck. No, I am not wrong. Relax, bro. I'm gonna cancel you. PhD in being bald. Anyway, let's keep going with this.
What's going on? Let's stop this. Travis Scott is just as much to blame for what happened here as everyone else. Now, the majority of the responsibility for the situation that happened falls on the organizers of the event. The cause of all of this was overcrowding. What was happening is people were dying from being pushed.
I just want to point something here. This person said, first of all, ableism level 2, unacceptable. He said, some autist Googling bear age span right now. I just want to go up a little bit higher. Because I literally saw someone go. Actually, the average bear lifespan is 24, so probably not true. This is why I love Twitch streaming, dude. This is why I love Twitch streaming. This is just like, this is so much content just in the chat. You got owned, admit it. Yeah. We know the fucking the Reddit chart of Leo's girlfriends. All right, just we're derailing. Go back to this.
Pushed by the crowd. It's called crowd crush. People weren't necessarily getting trampled. They were literally getting asphyxiated due to the pressure of all of the bodies around them constantly pushing on them. They couldn't breathe. So they were literally just standing and suffocating, from what I understand. What's even wilder is that this isn't even the first time it's happened at Astroworld. In 2019, 3 people died from a stampede. So they're clearly not very good at handling crowds. In fact, they don't do anything about it. There were so many videos of people begging the organizers last night to stop the concert and like get people to stop dying. And their response was no. It was like that scene in fucking Watchmen. They'll cry out for help and I'll whisper, no, we're going sicko mode. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, Travis Scott put out a tweet saying how devastated he is. Bro, you could literally see people dying from where you were on stage. You looked at a dead body. You looked at a corpse being transported and still continued to sing. You literally...
To be fair, he was like singing auto-tune. He was humming at the corpse to bring it back to life, I think. Ritualistic sacrifice stuff. Like, you might not know about that. It's whatever. I'm Illuminati. I do know. But like, for real, I mean, it was like that is an insane fucking video. And if you are in any way like even in the margins of like radicalization and you see that and you're like, that's it, it's over, that is satanic. You know what I mean? That's like literally the most satanic shit you could ever see as a person who believes that, like, you know, the new world order is upon us and shit like that. The moment I saw that video, I was like, nope, that's over, dude. That is like, this is going to break people's brains. I didn't know that kid was dead, though. I don't think he knew that that kid was dead. Regardless, though, like, he's clearly not, or I don't even know if that kid was dead. I don't even, is that confirmed? Or was he just like passed out? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude. Clearly, he's not having a good time, bro. You think it's a, when you see someone that's like fucking unconscious, being body surfed, crowd surfed over to the fucking EMTs, and you make eye contact with the fucking, a person whose arms are fucking flailing and shit. He did not end up dying, or he did end up dying. Yeah, he was unconscious regardless. Like, that's, you know what I mean? That's nuts. He didn't die. He had a seizure. Okay. I didn't want to do this. Noah B keeps writing in the chat because he read the fucking article. This article details every single thing that happened with the timeline. For 37 minutes after Houston police and firefighters responded to a mass casualty event at a packed Astroworld rap concert where attendees were crushed against the stage this Friday evening, Travis Scott continued performing. Police officials said the promoter, Live Nation, agreed to cut the show shortly after multiple collapsed at 9:38 p.m., but concert attendees said Scott appeared to play his whole set and finished at 10:15 p.m. Concert staff ignored pleas from fans to halt the show, including some who climbed onto camera platforms to point out others who had collapsed and needed medical attention. A review of videos and social media posts that documented one of the deadliest concerts in U.S. history raises questions about the official timeline of events put forth by local officials, the swiftness of their response, and their ability to communicate effectively with concert promoters during the disaster. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner said he had enough officers on site to handle a crowd of 50,000. Oh, conspiracy nuts already. You're fucking going buck wild with this? Of course they are, dude. Travis Scott's Astrofest ritual sacrifice strategically pulled off by the Jesuits. Truth Seeker Network sees a Houston tragedy days after Houston Astros take an L in the World Series. Drake sports a Houston Astros jersey. What? Drake and Travis Scott born exactly 66 months and 6 days apart? So, but he also said he could not have abruptly ended the show for fear of sparking a riot that his department could not control. That's bullshit. Valetieri, that's like on the cops. That takes some of the blame away from Live Nation and also Travis Scott, for the record. What the fuck were they doing? The delay restricted the movement of first responders who were still transporting limp bodies when Scott finished his final song, Goosebumps. 8 people died, including 14 and 16-year-old high school students. Scores were injured. Said the plans and procedures between promoters, showrunners, and local officials outline exactly how to pull the plug on a show. Neither would comment publicly because Live Nation, the company that managed Astroworld, is a dominant force in entertainment booking. Often a performer with a high energy and complex performance such as Scott's would have a direct line to a producer or a stage manager via an earpiece. Yep. The producer manager would be in constant contact and have the ability to practically at any time tell a performer what's going on. Okay, so this article is literally describing everything I've said since yesterday without even fucking first-hand knowledge of what the fuck was going on, while chat was like screaming at me one way or the other because I wasn't like 100% in line with what they were saying. Cancellation come from various people along the process, ranging from the artists themselves, the promoters, and the police. Stage crews can, in a matter of seconds if necessary, turn off all power to the stage and broadcast safety and security messages on video boards and all over the audio system. 1,000%. Live Nation did not use the PA system or video boards to broadcast any safety messages Friday evening, attendees said. Yup. Absolutely. The procedures are especially common when promoters hold outdoor shows. Free Press Summer Fest held across multiple stages and in multiple venues in Houston area over the past decade. Canceled and restarted performance in a matter of minutes as rain moved into an area in 2015 and 2016. On Friday, the concert began with early signs of trouble. So we already brought that up. You know, people stormed ahead of time. There were people already being trampled in the fucking rush. There were people being detained. It wasn't the first time fans have breached the fences. They've done this in Travis Scott shit before. In February 2018, Scott pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of disorderly conduct in Arkansas. After police said he urged fans to rush the stage and bypass security at a 2017 concert, Scott paid a fine of nearly $7,500 according to a news report about the incident. So like this sort of stuff also brings the blame back to Travis Scott by saying like he makes his fans go fucking buck wild. He urges his fans to do like bad shit that go against like the safety of concert goers, putting the safety of concert goers at fault. Okay. Hidalgo said officials had learned from the 2019 festival and shored up fencing in an attempt to prevent more breaches. Finner said police quickly responded to the fans who stormed the VIP checkpoint. So I was right. They were storming the VIP checkpoint. That wasn't a major breach. That was something we quickly got under control. There were other red flags. Around 5 p.m. during Don Tolliver's set, he saw a woman who passed out by a concession stand being treated by fans with no medical in sight. Also told you this stuff happens regularly. People take drugs, people drink a lot. They're braving the elements out there. And then also on top of that, they don't drink enough water. Why? Because Live Nation wants to maximize their revenue. Okay? Let me tell you something, folks. When you go to a festival and there isn't like free water being passed out, and you already paid like however much, like $300 for a fucking wristband or some shit, that's deliberate because they want to milk you. Okay? They're like, oh, Is there inelastic demand? Do you need literally fucking water to survive? Well, guess what? There's a water station in bumfuck nowhere, okay, with a massive fucking line in front of it. You can either get it from there, or you can give me $12 for a fucking shitty ass little Dasani water bottle full of piss, okay, full of piss water. They do that on purpose because they want you to fucking either die or pay money to get the water. I'm just letting you know. Was out of the norm the excessive force the audience members were using to get close to the stage, mounting chaos. Anyway. Concert goers were hopping barricades because of the overcrowding. Security staff with his flashlight was treating a man lying prone. Scott began performing at 9:06. At that time, 50,000 people are beginning to press towards the stage. At approximately 9 o'clock, 9:15, the crowd began to compress towards the front of the stage. That caused some panic and started causing some injuries. At 9:11, never forget, concert goer Eric Daniels, 47, began taking video of attendees trying to escape the section closest to the stage. Timestamps from the videos he and others took reveal a chronology of the mounting chaos. There's fans climbing speakers, climbing speaker rigging to escape the crush, unable to move in the throng. She described those moments as the scariest in her life. People are getting pushed around. There's like a tidal wave of human bodies. People are crying. They're trying to leave, but they're being fucking sucked in. It's like a wave of human beings at that point. As Scott noticed a man who had climbed the tree for a better view, fans to the left of the stage were screaming for a medic and waving their hands to get attention. Scott launched into his song, No Bystanders. Daniels filmed staff performing chest compressions on an unresponsive man in the crowd at 9:28. It was devastating because we saw people who were oblivious, enjoying the concert and celebrating, while right next to them, there's somebody on the ground fighting for their life. For the record, that is the reason why I originally said there is like a chaotic situation. So blaming the entirety on fucking Travis Scott is silly, okay? Blaming the holding the weight of that overall responsibility on Travis Scott is silly for this specific reason. Because like the fucking bystanders don't even know what the fuck's going on, and they're literally right next to one another, okay? Fuck, wait, I missed it. Where did it go? How did I just miss it? Yeah. Oh, see? Chatters know what chatter I'm talking about. Where is he? The 99-cent wage guy or whatever. I was going to fucking ban his ass. Said your mic sounds like shit and I can't find it. Oh, you guys banned him already? You sniped him before I could? Oh my god, dude. That was fucking fizz. That was quicker than me, dude. What the fuck? God damn. $40K people and that's the comment you see, bro? No, I mean, I see everything. At 9:30 p.m., concert attendees began reporting an ambulance moving through a crowd. A minute later, Scott acknowledged the ambulance, stopped performing to encourage the crowd to make room, then launched into one of his songs, Upper Echelon. He told the crowd he wants to hear the ground shake. Then at 9:34, Scott began performing Lost Forever. Moments later, a woman and at least one man climbed a camera position and pleaded with the camera operator to alert the officials. Houston officials said a mass casualty incident occurred and police saw multiple people collapse at 9:38. This is the moment where it's over. Like, this is when Travis Scott should be like, okay, we're stopping. Okay? This is the moment where Travis Scott should be like, fucking, we're stopping this. Finner said a security guard was knocked unconscious after someone injected him in the neck with an unknown drug. The guard recovered after he was given Narcan, which is used for opioid overdoses. It was unclear if others in the crowd suffered overdoses in the same way. Suddenly, we had several people down on the ground experiencing some type of cardiac arrest and some type of medical episode. Larry Satterwhite, Executive Assistant Chief of the Houston Police Department. And so we immediately started doing CPR and moving people right then. And that's when I went and met with the promoters in Live Nation, and they agreed to end early in the interest of public safety. Spinner said the conversation with concert promoters focused on how to safely end the concert without causing a riot of upset fans. Meanwhile, the show went on. At 9:42 p.m., Scott stopped performing the song Skeletons to warn, we need somebody to help. There's someone passed out up here. Scott urged security to jump in as the beat behind him continued. After about 30 seconds, Scott moved as a man was lifted unconscious on the ground. A minute later, fans began chanting, "Stop the show," as Scott resumed the song. At 9:53 p.m., the fire department dispatched 12 more units. By 10 p.m., more than 20 minutes after the mass casualty incident, the concert was showing no signs of stopping as hip-hop artist Drake took the stage with Scott and launched the song Knife Talk. As the song continued, fans began jumping on some of the emergency vehicles responding to the chaos. Bro, like, that's insane, dude. He's like, all right, you know, we stopped the concert a bunch of times, but I think now it's time to fucking, you know, bring Drake out. That's always a good time to bring Drake out when you got people dying in front of you. Oh shit, people are dying in front of me? All right, bring out Drake. Okay. Evans, standing to the left of the stage, said the crowd's initial push towards the stage had eased, but Drake's arrival caused fans to get chaotic again. There were some people trying to get medics to come by our area twice because I think someone passed out. Scott and Drake launched into sicko mode. And now it's over. When you play sicko mode, it's done. City officials said the concert ended at 10:10 p.m., but attendees said the show ended at 10:15. The final song, Goosebumps. Scott had performed all his planned songs, and 8 people died. If the last thing I ever heard was sicko mode, my spirit would never rest. I think it's the promoter telling he has to play all his songs so he doesn't have to refund. Yeah, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened here, but like, this is the matter of interest here, okay? This, to me, the main point here, the failure in communication, the breakdown in communication, at 9:38 p.m., when it was declared a mass casualty incident, it's done after that. You can't just fucking keep performing every song, dude. And to the people who are saying, like, it's entirely on Travis Scott, no, it's not entirely on Travis Scott. And the reason for why it's not entirely on Travis Scott is because the cops and the fire marshal have the power to stop it. There are stage managers that have the power to stop the music, as I've said time and time again. There are people in his ear that could be like, bro, this is a mass casualty incident right now. Because that communication is happening. What do you think? How do you think he knows Drake is about to come out? Because someone is in his ear. Okay? So that means that channel is being used to fucking tell Travis Scott that, like, yo, Drake is about to come out. Time for sicko mode. Okay? That channel is being used for that, but it's not being used to tell him, like, yo, the cops are here and it's a fucking literal, like, you know, mass casualty incident, dude. If the cops had the power to shut down a Doors concert because Jim Morrison's cock was showing through his pants, they could have shut this show down at any time and they chose not to. That's what it came out so fast. The bullshit injection stories. What the fuck? So what this shows me is that, like, faulting Travis Scott and shifting the blame exclusively to Travis Scott is silly. Okay? It is a failure of epic proportions in every step of this process. From cops to Travis Scott, to stage managers, to people that were on the Live Nation side that talked to the cops to be like, yeah, it would be a riot if we stopped. If Travis Scott didn't literally sing every single one of his songs, even though this is a mass casualty incident, and bring Drake out, there will be a riot here. Like, no, motherfucker. No, the fuck it wouldn't. That's crazy. Check the footage of the girl who tries to get the cameraman. Yeah, you guys are silly as fuck for, like, constantly posting that. Okay? What the fuck's a random cameraman gonna do, bro? Like, you have no understanding of the hierarchy of production, okay? You're literally constantly, like, everyone keeps fucking bringing that back to me and being like, dude, look at this video. Yeah, it's a really fucking jarring video, but what the fuck can a camera guy do, dude? He can't stop the show. Motherfucker, cops went up to the fucking Live Nation producers and they couldn't stop the show. He has a radio. He could have fucking informed it, but like, they don't know what the fuck's going on. People are fucking screaming and shit. They're over there trying to film the process. You said the same thing. The fuck they want him to point the camera? You guys are failing to comprehend that, like, if in a chaotic situation like that, the camera guy is literally the one with like no fucking, the one with the least amount of responsibility. Okay? Like the least amount of responsibility. He's there to just fucking record. Okay? He's there to point the camera and to continue for Apple to be able to live stream the process. Okay? Especially when like the fucking stage manager is not ending the thing, or like the Live Nation executives that are there are not ending the fucking process. What's the camera guy gonna do? Oh yeah, we gotta stop this, bro. I'm turning off my camera now. Hey, we should stop this. Okay, fuck off. All right, I guess I have to keep pointing the camera now. He has a radio, which apparently he did end up using to get 2 medics to come out, but they still didn't stop the show, even though at this point they clearly knew it's criminal negligence. If you watch the clip, you can tell the cameraman didn't even hear a word she was saying because of his noise-canceling headphones. She was yelling behind him, and he was startled as she entered his frame of view. Yeah, like, dude, it's just like, don't. Fucking 40-year-old camera guy standing on a fucking rafters, like, can't hear shit. He's literally just like filming the fucking process for Apple, making sure that he's like, you know, getting everything. And you guys are like, nah, dude, I can't believe he didn't fucking personally save people. Anyway. Let's keep going.
He gave it a walk-off song. This dude's dead body was being pushed over the crowd. Travis was looking at it and was like singing him into Valhalla. Like, you knew what was going on and still decided not to stop the concert. You are responsible. Travis Scott in 2015 and 2017 also had problems where he encouraged the crowd to like hop barricades and storm the stage, creating like a really unsafe concert environment. Travis Scott treats his concerts like he's still playing Fortnite and he's just trying to increase his kill to death ratio. It's fucking nuts. And the people that are trying to defend him are stupid. Like, you're just dumb. He is not an idiot. He could see all the chaos going out there. Ambulance, literally looking at a dead body. And he, at any point...
I don't even agree with, like, the ambulance or the looking at the dead body, but he literally saw it. Like, at first I thought he didn't recognize how bad the situation was, but, like, the fact that he stopped the show implies that he saw what the fuck was going on and continued the show. That's when I was like, that's it. He's definitely responsible. Like, he has a responsibility. He has a share of blame. It's so fucking crazy to me that, like, the fact that he continued humming when this dude was like being fucking like transferred via body surfing in front of him, like after he had already stopped once, is insane. Like, it's such an insane thing that I literally thought he saw the ambulance and AMS and said, "What the fuck is that? There's no way." Yeah, he did. He apparently stopped it after he saw it once, as we read. Moaned him into Valhalla. Okay, stop. We already watched the Shawn Cee video. He probably thought it was just someone dehydrated. You see it happen at every festival, like Warped Tour back in the day. People always getting carried to the tents. Yeah, no, I understand that. But, like, that's why I'm saying, like, a fucking producer should have been like, dude, we got to stop this shit. This is crazy.
Could have said, whoa, let's fucking stop. Let's put the brakes on this operation here. Let's address what's going on and just maybe postpone the concert or reorganize people so we're not just this giant wave of meat that is killing people. Like, there was plenty of opportunity for him to stop it. But yes, I do agree, Travis Scott didn't design the venue himself. That responsibility falls on the organizers, who for some reason have no idea how to handle crowds. So they just have this massive group of people in an area that's too tight for them up front, and it caused the crowd crush. Now, I do understand that there were a lot of people that were entering the concert illegally, like they were hopping the fence and busting through the security checkpoints.
That in no way is as fucking damaging or as bad as like booking a venue that you cannot control, like booking to the degree that you cannot control. It doesn't matter. People are like, oh, dude, that venue could hold 200,000 people, but they only sold 50,000. Doesn't matter, dude. Then you fucking hire more people. Like,
So there were more people than anticipated, but there are still ways to combat that. There's absolutely things they could have done, such as stopping the concert when people started dying. People were begging them to stop the concert. The organizers, not just Travis Scott. There's a video of a girl who climbed up one of the camera towers and was telling him the situation. His response was, "Get the fuck down." Like, there were plenty of times where organizers could have stopped the concert. This isn't one of those situations where there was nothing they could do to stop what was happening. It's not like it was Thanos and it was inevitable or whatever. A Travis Scott concert isn't some kind of natural disaster like a hurricane where you can't go outside and just yell, "Hey, halt! Stop, hurricane!" and expect it to stop. But here, you absolutely could do that and expect it to stop because it's just a concert. Fucking lead singers walk off stage all the time.
Noah B is 100% correct. The vital info we still need is if the Live Nation people communicated to Travis Scott about the knowledge they had about it being a mass casualty event 40 minutes before it finished. If they did tell Travis Scott and he continued to fucking sing, then he is a giant piece of shit and he has a lot of fucking responsibility here, okay? He could be charged and should be charged criminally if he continued to fucking play through all of his entire set and bring Drake out. You know what I mean? It's criminal negligence. If they didn't, then the Live Nation producers fucked up big time. Charge Drake too. Okay, this guy is just a Kanye stan. Okay, bro, fuck Drake. Charge Drake too, bro. Yeah, Drake, you're going to jail, buddy. Guess what? I hate it. Hate it. What is happening? Well, how can I just turn? Okay, there it is. Drake, you're going to jail, dude. Guess who's going to jail tonight, Drake? You. CLB was trash. Donda better. Guess who's going to jail tonight?
Time and the concert ends on the spot. Like, Nickelback has walked off stage like 100 times because people throw tomatoes at them. Like you can stop it. You can. And they should have, because it would have really prevented the loss of life there, at least helped. I didn't know what crowd crush was until today, and then I read all about it. That is an absolutely agonizing, horrible way to die. It is a slow, painful, miserable death. They were dying standing up. I can't even picture something like that, especially.
Yeah, it's like being suffocated as though you are. I mean, asphyxiation is like one of the worst ways to die. Like you're drowning by humans. Like it's literally you're drowning standing up with other fucking human beings that are like hugging you to death pretty much.
Especially at a concert where you're supposed to be having fun. And it's not like the people in the crowd were maliciously pushing and shoving people. I'm not like blaming the crowd. This is a phenomenon that happens when the place is just too crowded and people just standing next to each other is enough to start putting too much pressure on people up in the middle and they just start suffocating because they can't catch their breath anymore. It's the same thing that happened at like the Hillsborough disaster, I think it was called. That was I think 97 people died there and it was the same thing. It was a crowd crush. People in the back were occupying too much space, so the people in the middle were starting to get suffocated from it. It's not like the people at the back were pushing and shoving on everyone. It's just people at walking speed or even standing still, too close together, makes it so that way the people in the middle just get absolutely blasted. It happens with like a bottleneck situation, or if the venue is just genuinely not big enough to handle the capacity. Or another thing I was reading about was a crowd collapse, which is when someone falls over and then that leads to other people falling over and then they start dying from asphyxiation at the bottom of like that pile. I don't think that was the case here. From what I've been reading, it was truly crowd crush, and it's a truly awful and sad situation that was easily avoidable. The concert could have been stopped at any moment when the hundreds of people started alerting them to the problems and the people that were dying. But they decided to continue with the concert for the whole duration, and now we're left with 300 injured and 8 confirmed dead. Fucking tragic. Actually fucking awful. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because I got pretty upset reading about it, and that's about it. So yeah.
What is this, dude? First video, goblins are real. We know. His name is XQC. Cover the stampede in Israel? No. 45 people died during a crowd crush? What the fuck? That's insane. Your recommended page is insane? Yeah, because I'm an insane person. Because I put myself through so much fuckery for all of you to watch like the worst videos possible on the internet. Dude, this guy is so funny. This starts before he stares at the passed out person. Is a full context for the humming part. Okay, stop. We're not doing that. Okay, we're done. We're done with all that. So I wanted to look at this. Apparently, anti-maskers have assaulted a small business store owner and then called the cops. So let's watch. Let's do some hog watch. Oh, we got SNL too. And Tucker Carlson admitting he doesn't know what critical race theory is. And also that Joe Biden farted himself. That's right. Joe Biden shitted and farted himself. And Leonardo DiCaprio that, you know, has every fucking opportunity to steal Jeff Bezos' wife. But Jeff Bezos also could murder him if he wanted to. Or not wife, sorry, new girlfriend. Imagine going through like a public divorce as the world's richest guy and then getting cucked by Leonardo DiCaprio like this, dude. Second wealthiest person. All right, let's watch the SNL though.